Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning in to the latest episode number 22 of Wreck and Roll Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, Hoard of the Dragon Queen. Our players, our dwarf, elven, tiefling, and halfling friend are about to make their journey by boat along the Chionthar River all the way to the marvelous dark and dingy city of Baldur's Gate. So we'll see how that little voyage goes. First time any of our players are on a boat. Should be interesting. Might be some bumps along the way. We'll see how stuff goes. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like I said, episode 22. Boom boom on a boat. You will get that a little into the episode. It's a good one. It's some fun encounters as well. So I hope that you enjoy the show. It's about 2 hours and 47 minutes long. This is a past recording. If you guys want to catch up on previous episodes, you can always head over to youtube.com/Snoozzzalot with 3Z, just like my Twitch ID. Check that out. Sub, like, follow here on Twitch. You can watch live at around 8 p.m., 8:30 p.m. on Wednesdays on twitch.tv/Snoozzzalot as well. Thank you for tuning in. You guys are awesome. Don't forget to host, chat it up. I'm going to be chilling in chat. I'm going to have some other wreck and rollers in there as well. You guys are great. Appreciate all the support so far. Keep it coming. And enjoy the show. Wreck and roll. Alrighty. We so ready? So, last time we played was like 2-ish weeks ago. So, I might have some, blank spots. I might be mixing up the last 2 episodes. But we'll just kind of, go with it. Essentially, what happened last time is you guys had a long and detailed discussion with one of the leaders, you presume, of the Order of the Gauntlet, Mr. Sir Knight Chionthar Froom, Fluffy Boom Boom, as Alaric knows him. Fluffy Boom Boom. In the city of El Chirel. You guys met with him after taking a shit kicking in order to gain his respect, I guess. Theren and Alaric taking a shit kicking for that. Had a lot of discussions with him at his order's table. Him and your monk friend Leeson Erlenthar, explaining the dragon hatchery, the events that went on the town, basically all the information and the intel that you have gathered so far. The fact that you have possessed or had in your possession 2 black-scaled dragon eggs, one heading back towards Fandalen with a member of the Zentarum, and another in your bag of holding that you then agreed with him to destroy. Much to Leeson's disappointment, seemingly that the Harpers, his organization, would have different plans and different ideas of what to do with such an egg. Chionthar seeming very pleased with your decision to finally crack open the egg and put that baby dragon goopy fetus out of our way, making sure that it was not an issue later down the road. Collecting up some pieces, making sure that he could put these pieces to good use, trying to rally other factions together and to spread information about this rising threat in the Sword Coast region of the dragon cultists. You guys, on the other hand, were given sort of an inside job type mission where he recommended that you take a ferry that he would provide and cut them off in Baldur's Gate, or try to find out their next step of where this hoard for the Dragon Queen, wink, would be heading next. So your next destination would be Baldur's Gate. And that's where we will be picking it off. You guys basically finished off. You finished off a bit of little shopping quests here and there in town. Wake up the next morning. Nice, bright, sunshiny day. You guys are ready to head towards the docks, and I think that's exactly where we left it off last time. What would you like to do?
Were we at the docks, or?
We're going.
I think we were sleeping, waiting for morning.
Yeah, you were waking up, basically. Meeting down in the lobby.
Alaric wakes up and shows everybody his t-shirt.
Alaric's wearing clothes? I thought he was barbarian.
Just for right now. He found it at a shop in town.
It's a nice shirt.
Big Barbarian has a soft spot for kittens.
Totally. 100%.
The day is yours.
Do we know the name of the boat we're riding on?
You weren't given the name of a boat. You were just said to meet in the morning, to meet Chionthar at the docks.
Oh, that's right.
There's one main port in the city.
Then, gotta come down for breakfast and wait for the guys to come down. Breakfast.
You guys all meet up downstairs, ready to roll.
To the docks then, fellas?
Give me a minute first. This is gonna be a long boat trip, right? Don't we think?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from what he explained to you, it's going to be a little less than a week's travel.
So, I don't want to sit on a fucking boat with nothing to do. So, let's grab some supplies, some ale. I suggest we, if we can, get as much research on dragons as we freaking can. Give us some shit to read and figure out maybe what the hell's going on the cult or on dragons. Load this boat up with shit to do. Otherwise, it's going to be a real boring trip.
I agree.
So I go off looking for I tell him I'm going to look for a library, I guess.
Okay. Just roll a survival check. For everything else that you wanted to find, basically in terms of rations, Chionthar explained that rations, food along the way would all be provided to you.
Did he include ale in that?
I'll say for the sake of this that you specially requested that the day before, and there will be
damn well
there will be barrels of ale included on the ferry on the way there. We'll presume that was taken care of already.
Nice, we have stuff to blow up.
Barrel of beer won't blow up, Max.
Can we say we asked for the good stuff, like the 151 shit? Like
you asked for the finest ale that the order can provide, and there it will be 2 barrels of it on board. 2 kegs, we'll say.
Survival check, not great. Survival check 7.
7, okay. 7, this is really a merchant town. This really is a merchant town. You find some book salesmen. There's no official library per se. Most people that actually work in this town seem to come from outside the town and come work here. It doesn't seem to be very resident focused, very mercantile. You do manage to find a few shops that sell some books. You do find a few books on just general dragon myths and lore. You don't find anything specific on Cult of the Dragon or Tiamat, I guess you would have been looking for as well.
Okay.
No mention of that in any books that you find.
Can I then look for books on the Zentarum?
No.
That's the real reason why you're there.
No, actually, that literally just came to me.
Okay. I would say that you were able to find one book. There's no Code of the Zentarum 101, you know, or
Right.
the Zentarum for
yeah.
dummies.
But just history books that I may have an idea of that may be shaped by the Zentarum or give an outline of the history of Faerun with some of the factions.
I think you could very easily find at least a history, probably a history of Baldur's Gate. I'd say you could find that. I'd say you could easily find history, or we'll say, the title "Game-Changing Events in the Sword Coast."
Right, there you go.
Very general, big outline events.
Yep.
Of the past few centuries, maybe.
Okay, cool. I picked
that you can slowly blitz through because Alaric is not the fastest reader.
Right. Yes. Correct. I go to pay for those books if it's a bookshop or if it's a library. I don't know how they did libraries. I don't quite have a library card in this town yet. So
you gotta sign up for them.
Let's say 4 gold pieces, you're able to get all the basic books.
Some expensive education. Sounds good though.
Figure your book, The History of the Sword Coast, is like douche.
A fucking tome.
It's like a tome. It's like tome part 1, 2, 3 that you bought.
Perfect.
Presume you
To the
stuff
third
those in the bag of holding.
Yeah. Well, I don't have the bag of holding on me, but yeah, I'll hold on to them for now and then put them in the bag of holding when I see Theren.
I just add like 5 pounds.
Okay.
Say like Sword Coast books.
Big boys.
Dictionaries, Dungeons and Dragons 101.
Oh no.
Did I fuck up the...
No, it's fine.
Okay. I'm trying to refresh because 3 of you guys are frozen on my screen. I think it's my end again, and I don't know why it does it.
It's okay. Alright. Cool. So, was anyone else picking up anything in particular? Or are you guys just doing all that and headed to the main docks again?
Without wasting a whole lot of time, is it possible for me to pick up some herbs?
I can say just roll like one check.
Oh no!
Probably had time to... And I'll say a disadvantage just because you don't have much time to go far out into the city, into the fields, just kind of looking around, peeking in people's backyard gardens and stuff.
Oh, with disadvantage, I don't think it can only get lower from 2, so...
No. Okay, so, you peek around in people's backyards, you check people's, basically, little gardens here and there. You don't see anything really. Pick up a few tomatoes if you want.
I'll take the tomatoes.
Sure. Figured. Okay. And with that, you guys head to the docks. Still early morning. By the time that you head there, Chionthar and Leeson are both waiting for you at the docks. You guys show up. It's really busy. There's a lot of like in and out. There's several docks as well because this is really right on the Chionthar River that feeds straight into Baldur's Gate, which is why you're taking it. And there's several docks. He told you which one to meet you on. And it's really, really busy. Early morning, you see that there's a lot of arrivals, a lot of people just stocking up boats with these big cargo, some just moving cattle onto ferries, a lot of movement, a lot of back and forth here and there, barrels being rolled all over the place. You guys got to kind of move around as people are just heading around, carrying stuff, little duck and weave on your way there. You meet Chionthar and Leeson at the docks. Good morning!
Oh no, Leeson's not coming with us, is he?
Well, no, but there goes any hope of even offering.
Well, good. So where's our boat?
It's this one right here. Kind of looks behind him, and you see essentially a ferry with very light kind of fencing around the side. And he asks if, should you be interested in bringing your horses along, that can also be arranged on the spot. So that's one of the first things he asks you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did buy the horses.
Yeah, we're going to need them. I mean, we're not literally going to be on a river for the rest of what we need to do, so.
Okay. Here. And he kind of like orders some guys around. Essentially, you're going to be on a ferry that has one very low level, and then another level on top with a resting area kind of in the back with a bunch of like makeshift beds and blankets and pillows, and like a small eating area and everything. A very simple looking barge kind of, and you're gonna be dragging behind it another like small ferry, which is essentially like an animal cage. You saw there was already 2 strange horses to you on there. You load on your horses and the puppy as well. But he says if you want to bring the puppy on board, you can do that.
Yes, for sure.
Okay. Bringing the puppy on board.
Whose horses are those?
Well, those belong to... One's the captain's, and the other belongs to the person that's actually going to be back there tending to the animals the whole time. So,
Fair enough.
You also see that the barge has two small rafts kind of attached to each side. And the people that are like loading the boat with, for example, the kegs of ale and just different grain and stuff to keep you guys fed for the week. Just some simple supplies here and there. appear to, he explains, are the people that are going to be basically like pushing the barge along with these two massive, super long oars, basically like 2x2. So it's going to basically be the captain, the person tending to the animals, you guys, and 4 rowers. That's what's going to be on the boat.
Do we see the captain? Can we size him up and stuff?
He's currently just kind of like moving stuff along and just kind of prepping the boat for departure. He's on the boat right now. You guys are still in the docks.
Okay, so before we leave, can we go over the plan again, Thor?
Yeah, absolutely. So, plan is, you guys get on the boat. You stay on the boat. There's some supplies and some clothing that's been made available to you on board so that you can, I guess, look as regular citizens, aka merchants. I presume your backstory would be that you're just merchants coming from Elturel, delivering goods to Baldur's Gate. And then I have a contact for you to meet in Baldur's Gate.
Okay.
You'll be looking for a human trader by the name of Akin Celebon. I'll write it here in chat.
Cinnabon.
Mr. Cinnabon.
Getting some churros and some Cinnabon.
Akin Celebon. There you go.
Kind of a name, isn't it?
He operates an equipage business in the outer city, just north of the city wall.
A what?
I don't know how to say that, actually. I just kind of wing it.
Can you type it in chat? So
I know how to say it in French, but I didn't know it was usable in English.
I've never heard of that
Yeah.
in my life. What is that?
Well, I know what it
Like
means in French.
It's a crew.
He
It's a
runs
crew.
like a crew and basically like an outpost, I guess.
Okay.
It's
Got
written
it.
here in an English book, and that's a like common word in
It
French.
It is.
Oh, so it's like when
Gibberish.
I mean,
like
I've also
teams
heard this in
Spanish.
English, so I'm surprised you guys haven't.
How do you
I've
pronounce it
never
in
heard
English?
anyone say that word being alive.
I was like,
I mean, it looks like, if I were to read it in Spanish, it
Yeah.
looks like equipaje, which is like luggage.
luggage.
Definition says a carriage and horses with attendants. So he basically runs like a carriage company.
kind of.
Hmm.
Carriage
Yeah, we're
company
smart.
outpost. We'll say carriage.
He's-
I'll scratch out and write carriage company.
Like a taxi. He's a fucking taxi company.
I'll be right back.
That makes sense. Okay. So he
Look at our
operates
characters.
a taxi company business in the outer city, north of the city wall, in a district called the Black Gate.
Black Gate.
And he kind of explains the main structure of Baldur's Gate. Captain, should you have any questions whatsoever about Baldur's Gate, goes there as often as he can, back and forth all day, well, every week, all week. So, should you have any questions whatsoever about Baldur's Gate, the city itself, he'll be able to help you. He's a very good, trusted friend of mine.
What's
He
his
sells-
name?
Akin?
Oh, that's a captain?
Oh, no, that's the person that you're going to be meeting. Captain's name, again, human. His name is, wait for it, Bram Brightwater.
Bram Brightwater.
Yep.
All right.
Captain.
Bram.
Captain Brightwater.
Bram.
Is it Bram or Brand?
Bram.
Bram. Okay.
Like Raisin Bram.
Everything is food to us.
That's okay.
I can't wait to
So-
get on this goddamn boat.
Continuing with the plan. Again, Captain Brightwater will explain everything you need to know. My friend, Celebon, he sells all the material that you could need for a long-distance flight, should you need to follow the caravans, or the cultists disguised in caravans, should you need to follow them to their next location, depending on whatever directions this person, this fox traveler person gives you. Wherever that person says to go, that's where you go. Understood?
Mm-hmm.
So his shop repairs wagons. He'll set you up with basically a cargo that you will then be able to pretend that you're transporting and He knows all the contacts within the city. He'll set you up and he'll make sure that you are hopped onto one of these caravans as joining merchants, since it's a common event that merchants just kind of hop on with other merchants and travel together in a band. That's the plan.
So, do we have to inform you of like what happens next when we finally get to Baldur's Gate?
If you may, you can also simply inform my informant. He'll relay the message. Do not do anything that can compromise your disguise. I'm sure if you're caught sending a raven to the Order of the Gauntlet, that could potentially be compromising.
So no heads around the belt.
No.
Fine.
Big makeover necessary for that one. You guys will have 6 days to make him look like a merchant. I trust you'll do okay.
I passed as a dragon cultist.
There you go.
All right.
I'm putting a lot of faith in your capabilities now. If we're made, this will either accelerate their plans or fuck up any shot that we have. Counting on you, boys.
Hey, man. We're counting on you, too.
I know what part I have to play, and I will do my best.
All right. So, whenever we're ready.
Okay. Whenever you're ready. Okay. Whenever you guys are ready, you can hop on the boat.
Did I miss something important? Or?
Oh, no.
No. He just basically said if we fuck up, the world's gonna end. Fine.
I didn't say that.
At least just Theren.
As you guys are heading up on the railing, and he goes, "One last thing. You've had a night's rest? Has anyone reconsidered my proposal?"
Oh, shit. I didn't even think about that.
What proposal?
Basically, joining his ranks.
Oh,
Hold on real
I
quick.
thought he was about to say like about fighting. I was like,
No.
Right?
best time to fight.
Like 3-on-1 this time? 4-on-1?
Yeah, let's go.
And Leeson's also going like, huh? Huh? Well?
I'll get back to you on that.
Yeah, same. I have to hang up on the call real quick. It's killing me that everyone is frozen. I'll be right back.
Here, I'll just pause
If he
it.
can get you, like, gunpowder on a regular basis, it probably wouldn't be bad if you joined. I'm not joining. I'll just fuck it up.
I don't know how I feel about joining two orders. I think I'll stick with the one I have.
That's okay,
Worth
you're
it.
already with the right one.
I'm
I
not
thought something
complaining.
Alright. Horcrux just turns around and walks up on the boat.
I'm like,
Onthar's looking up at you there and he goes, I mean, I probably won't hear from you for several months from this point on, so... You'll have plenty of time to think about it. I'm sure you'll accomplish great things between now and the next time we meet, so... Even more of a reason for us to have you on board. Get back to me.
Alright.
Don't go doing anything
Okay.
stupid.
We, as a crew, can't promise that.
It's kind of what we do.
Yeah.
He just kind of like, kicks his heel.
I
turns
kind of
around.
like go up to Horcrux and shake him a little bit, and you can hear the empty vials.
Clinking.
some of them are full. I'm like making myself real comfortable in the boat, like, you know, there's like, the bow, the sternum, or whatever it's called.
By the way, Willy is not looking forward to being on a boat.
No.
No, he doesn't like water either.
You did that just so I wouldn't do a pirate campaign.
Oh, well, now he definitely doesn't like water.
Oh, I gotta tell you guys about my backstory then. We're going deep into the water.
No, we're not.
Okay, so I will show you guys the boat that you're on.
I'm gonna be
Just-
seasick for a week.
Just so you can like conceptualize it. From here on, there's gonna be a lot of narrative. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. So should you have anything that you want to say to each other, or cut in, or anything that you want to do, please just butt in and let me know. And that's just a general rule from now until probably the next few episodes. So,
Oh shit.
Long ass boat ride.
okay.
I feel like the boat looks like one of those boats that you build on Ark for the first time ever, and it sinks.
Wait, you guys see anything here?
No.
Are we leaving like right now?
If you're ready, yeah.
I asked to the group, if I have a week, I can probably make a few weapons or things like that. I can't make anything too complicated, but I can smith some stuff together. Is anyone in need of anything? I look at Willy, I'm like,
I don't.
do you need supplies? I'm sure you can make ammo. Do you want to go buy materials so you can make stuff?
I already have. Do I have material to make my own ammo, or
I'd say,
I just need to use a workshop?
yeah.
But I mean, I filled up like quite a bit on ammo recently, and I'm sure we'll have the occasion to use a workshop in Baldur's Gate.
Oh, I wanted to go back on something we said last time, by the way. Last time when you guys were buying stuff and you went to the fancy lady who sold a bunch of cool shit.
Don't take my ring away.
No. Alaric is going to spend a week just like, my precious. That +1 ammo, just so you know, would be considered magical. I didn't mention that at the time, but I probably should have. Hence the price.
Okay.
Anyways,
Yeah.
just because for your knowledge, it is possible that at some point you encounter
Yeah.
beasts that are resistant to like slashing and bludgeoning and piercing from non-magical weapons. And I was rereading it and I didn't precise it at the time that would be considered magical.
Yeah. I think by that time I'll have more money to pay for it.
Okay. And I just wanted to let you know in case you wanted to like pretend retroactively that you bought some.
Okay.
Okay. For the future, you're aware now.
Yeah.
Because if not, you're right. It was very pricey for what it was worth.
Indeed.
And I looked into why. Okay, so boat. Here we go. Here's the boat.
I'm on a boat.
Motherfucker. Boink.
Oh, dang.
Aw, it is one of those boats. You see that? Damn, we're gonna get sunk by a megalodon, guys.
What's the chain and the box behind us?
That's the
Alright.
animal crate.
Yeah, so this is basically the
damn.
animal crate. So it really is basically a caged-in animal box. Basically, you guys are heading off, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm good.
I have enough supplies to make a few daggers or something if I decide to.
Hey, Barbarian Alaric is here.
Oh yeah, I'll show you guys the big versions. Max hasn't seen them. Max,
Oh, Max.
this is the
looks
new
fucking
Alaric.
Oh.
That looks a
I
lot
seen
more
mine,
like
but
him.
I didn't know we had more.
This is the new Horcrux.
awesome. I look like a
All right.
Because I thought that, like, you know, your characters looked a little stupid. Some of them. Horcrux's pointing character was just weird. I thought this guy looked a lot more badass. Alaric's looks pretty much exactly like how he described him to me, which was cool. Max has a new one as well. There you go.
Oh, that's sick.
And he's
I
got,
love
like,
it.
the little glasses and the
Yeah.
cloak like he
Oh.
has too.
That's
Looks like
so
a
sick.
Fucking buccaneer, dude. Nice.
He doesn't have 2 pistols, but, I mean, you get the idea.
Mhm, mhm.
And Theren has the same one because Theron's actually still really looks exactly like him.
There you go.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So, yeah.
Until my fire accident.
What's this one? Is it the captain?
This is the captain, yeah. Basically
Barbosa.
kind of at the front of the ship.
Barbosa.
Barbosa. And here over here, if we enlarge it, you have 4 rowers.
Oh, poor
Yeah,
guys.
fuck him.
So you have 4 rowers, and you have 1 dude in the back. Here, if I just move the cage for a second. You have 1 dude in the back. So as you guys set off along the river Chionthar, they explained that there's really no stops unless requested, in which case you will very delicately lay the barge on the side. Once in a while, they do need to kind of you do need to stop probably once a day to at least kind of like let the horses stretch their legs a bit, eat some fresh grass, in which case he kind of, cleans out the hay, throws the shit on the side. He comes onto the boat to basically eat as well, do some back and forth between the cage there. We'll call him like the animal tender, I guess, sort of thing.
Yeah.
You said that your dog is on the boat. There, you all put your dog on the boat.
Big ass dog.
Well, it stretches out to fit a square.
Oh.
So there you go. So that's basically what it looks like. So you guys head out onto the river Chionthar. It's a very it's not like a slowly flowing river. It's actually it steadies down a lot near El Chirel, which is, you're presuming, why that became a very large mercantile city, because it kind of slows down, allowing boats to kind of port in and dock, and there's no rapids or anything. As you guys set off, still early in the morning, after maybe an hour or two, it already starts getting a little more fast-paced, and the boat is doing some up and downs. Willy the nausea already starts kicking in. The first few hours are pretty difficult for Willy and anyone who would think that their character is a little nauseous. He spends some time on the side of the boat, horking over the side, or kind of reaching over to puke over the side. Poor little guy. So it's a rough beginning. Kind of lean on the dog when you need to. These guys with the oars, you can tell that they do this a lot. They're really just kind of like, really they're working at it, these guys. Once in a while they do, as soon as the water gets calm, they do have to kind of stop a little themselves and just kind of like stretch their limbs and kind of let the boat float along a little bit. The part that's portrayed here is quite one of the narrow parts, but most times that you're on the river, figure it's at least varying between 3, 4, 5 times its width. Once in a while, you do cross another similar looking boat filled with merchants, cargo, some that have very few people and a lot of crates, some that have a lot of people and just a little bit of crates, kind of transporting citizens, ferries paid for transport between El Chirel and Baldur's Gate, for example. You see a lot of things. This whole trip is going to take 6 to 7 days, depending on anything. There's a lot of traveling. I mean, hey, you guys are getting to see the sights, man, not just cooped up in Fandalen. Guys are getting around.
Alaric offers every now and then to take up one of the rowers, or if he's strong enough to take up one side to himself to give some people a break. He wants to stay in shape.
Okay. So yeah, they offer in the beginning that they kind of scoot over and they let you kind of sit next to them to be 3 on one side, just so you kind of understand like the movements and everything, and where to push, where to pull, where to let the river take you. And I'd say after the first day you get a hang of it, and you're able to like switch into them, get your daily workout in, no problem. After the first day, the captain sees that it's pretty rough on Willy, the whole transport. So he offers right before sunset on the first day's travel to just kind of set, on the side once he knows a spot where the river kind of curves, and as it curves, it's a very slow water flow. So he just kind of sets the barge on the side, puts down the plank there. The horses head out, have some grass, all kind of linked together. The person tending the animals makes sure that.
I get up and I unload.
Jesus, how much ale did you have?
Sure.
I would like to try to teach Shadowfax to like obey commands.
Did you change your horse's name again?
Yeah, every time.
Shadowfax? That's a good one.
Windrunner.
That's a good one. Okay, you spend some time with the horse. Just make an animal handling check.
Oh, wait, what is this based on?
Does your dog or do your 2 horses have names? Did you keep the lady's names that she gave you?
Rocky, like duh.
Oh, yeah, okay. No.
Bullwinkle.
Alaric's is a female.
Still Rocky.
Called Rocky.
I named mine Appa.
Appa?
Oh, nice.
Does your
Yep,
dog
yep.
have a name, Willy?
I don't
dog?
remember what the dog's name was.
He
but
never
I did
told
not,
you what the dog's
I
name
did
was.
not. Well, there you go, because I did not rename it.
Yeah,
So,
the dog you stole from the governor.
It's
I
basically
wouldn't say
yours.
stole. He kind of like let me borrow it indefinitely.
He never
indefinite.
followed up on the, status of his dog, let's say.
I rolled a 14.
You rolled a 14?
Yeah.
Okay. The horse rolled a natural 1. So whatever you're doing, the horse is like...
Oh.
Big eyes following you. Like, watching your every move.
I do like all I do is whistle, and he follows me.
As he whistles, he kind of gives one of those things where like kick their head up in the air and the mane kind of flows in the wind, and he kind of trots towards you.
All right, he's learning, guys.
Okay. If you guys want, the captain just kind of puts on like a little fire because he doesn't really make fires on the boat. So he puts on a little fire. 2 of the rowers, they go out and they hunt some rabbit. Cook some rabbit on the fire.
Is there fish in the river?
There's a lot of fish in
I
the
was
river.
just thinking that.
Yeah, I mage hand some fish if I can.
You
No,
mage hand
so-
some fish?
I'm not getting in the water. Look at
Okay.
I go in there and kind of
Yeah.
like, you ever seen that movie Jungle to Jungle, where he just kind of like leading the
my-
fish?
Okay, so I will say both of you just make a quick dexterity check.
oh no. A lot of water, a little bit of fish. 11 plus 1.
11 plus 1.
Yeah.
As they're setting up the fire and everything, I mean, you guys watch as this semi-invisible ethereal hand just kind of like, you just splooch into the water and then comes up with nothing. Splooch, pops into the water, comes up with nothing. After, 4 or 5 times, splooch, comes out with like a little trout.
I get mad and lightning bolts.
I got
And
mine.
Fishes! I'm just playing. I don't do that.
Whatever.
Yeah, I'm in the water.
What'd you roll, Theren?
19.
19? Okay, as you're sitting there with this magical hand that should be really easy to grab a fish, Theron's kind of like... kind of like snatch the pebble from my hand deal. Just snatches a trout with his bare hand right out of the water.
I snatch it and just toss it over my shoulder. There you go.
Alright.
I go at it for, I don't know, 10 minutes.
Theren catches like a whole basket of fish for cooking.
Yeah.
So you guys proceed to cooking the rabbit and the fish, taming your horses and whatnot. A little fire. After a few hours, once it's dark outside, he kind of motions for everyone to hop on the boat. So you set back at it. Puts the horse back on the barge.
Oh.
You guys get back on. The 2 guys with the oars kind of kick off the edge. Kind of like move their way in. And the boat gets back into the flow of the river, go through this curve as you keep on going. As you guys are traveling over the next few days, you see a few sights actually. You see the general overlay of the land doesn't change too much. You have a lot of chance. The first few days are very sunny. You're quite lucky. You can actually have a glimpse of the land. There's a lot of fields. There's one point where the entire day you were just kind of lined, and a more narrow point, you were just kind of lined by these huge trees and these roots just kind of like popping over on the side into the water and almost curving over, just reaching for the fresh water. Almost not seeing daylight for that whole half day, as this entire portion of the river was just in this dense forest with these large overgrown curved trees. Emerging in the afternoon, finally seeing daylight and realizing that it's gradually opening up into open fields on the side now. Around the second day, you guys are on the boat, and it's starting to move quite a bit. Willy, you've settled in with the movements of the water by this point. It's getting a little rocky. More and more rocky. The boat's rocking more and more. The captain kind of motions you guys he heads to the back of the boat, and he just kind of like holds on to a post that's there, and he motions for you guys to hold on to something as well, as this is one of the high rapids part of the journey. As you look ahead and you do actually see rapids.
Oh,
you hear the
shit.
crashing of water now as rapids just kind of like... what really scares you is when you actually see one boat that seems to have been there for a while but just kind of like crashed on the side, not seeming to have made it through these rapids. Captain seems used to this part of the journey, but he does warn you that it gets pretty intense. So I would like all you guys to make a quick strength check just as you're going through these rapids, trying to hold on as the boat just starts rocking.
Straight.
Yeah.
15 plus 4, 19.
Thank you, Jesus.
19? Oh yeah, you have the ogre gauntlets.
Yeah.
13
18.
plus 1.
14, alright. 5? Okay. 18. Okay.
Oh, nice.
So, through this first part, it just kind of, you guys are, at first you're kind of holding on, but then you see that there's, like, a section with, like, not loose rope, but, like, loose enough so that you can, like, put your arm through the rope and hold on through there. You guys are all doing that right now, as it's just, like, motioning. You see Theren's little more of a lightweight body is just kind of getting thrown all over the place. Willy is just, he's got those two, like, ogre gauntlets locked in place around this rope, as his body, like, actually leaves the ground a few times, but those gauntlets are locked in place against this pole.
Just vomit.
It's like a bad roller coaster ride, Theren's hand, he had both hands in there, and one hand actually kind of, like, slips out, but you just manage to just barely hold on as you also kind of, like, slip on a puddle of water. So you're just kind of, like, hanging from the pole, but you manage to, like, hold on as it's being rocked back and forth and back and forth. That goes on for maybe 3 minutes. I need you guys to make another one.
Oh, no.
As it does not seem to be receding, and this does seem like it'll be a little while.
Oh.
I really wish it was athletics, but 10.
15.
Modify 20.
Okay.
12.
12? Okay. Second part. The boat is actually going through, and you actually hear the captain go, oh shit, as you see one rock that's actually kind of sticking out. I'll roll for the boat.
Oh, goddamn, no.
As you guys, all of a sudden, your eyes go wide as the boat is just heading straight for this rock that's kind of protruding, and it just kind of slams into the side of it, and the boat kind of slightly tilts upwards, and then just kind of like crashes back into the water as another wave on the other side kind of pushes it back up, keeping it from toppling over.
Never again.
Never again. What you're more worried about is you look behind for the barge that is also kind of headed for that rock that you're dragging behind.
Oh, no.
The barge actually, he's like, I hate dragging these fucking things. Kind of looks behind. The guy who's in that cage is not there right now. But you also see is like, this is one of the moments where he's actually up front with you guys, locked in there as well. The barge it doesn't slime in as violently and as head-on as the boat did, because the boat corrected course after hitting it. But the back side of the cage also kind of like rattles against it. You hear the horses neighing, and you actually turn around for a second and you see their body just kind of slamming the side of the cage. Now understanding why they're actually in a cage. Because they would have presumably gone flying in this part. I need you all to make one last roll.
Oh my
As
God.
you see him, he explains, he goes, we're almost through this!
You're doing this.
Alaric is just fucking laughing, like, the whole
Oh
time.
my god, yeah, I'm like so scared that I am gripping onto that rope like for my life. I got 18.
18.
I got a 4.
You got a 4. Okay. This last part that seems to be where the waves are most intense. You see, before it was simple waves, now you actually see, like, if you've ever gone, like, rafting or something, you actually see the dip in the water where there's, like, a hole there and then a hole here, and the boat is just, like, and then, like, heading up. After about 3 or 4 of these waves, you hit one, and Horcrux, you actually head out flying. You completely let go of the pole, as your body just goes flying back, and you're tumbling back towards back on the barge as your body is just kind of like rolling and stumbling.
If he goes by me, I want to reach for him.
Yeah.
Okay. I will say, as a reaction, you can make a... I'll say just make a dexterity... I'll say Horcrux make a dexterity saving throw, and Alaric, just roll me a dex check.
Okay. 16
Oh,
plus 3.
shit.
19.
6, 5 plus 1.
6, 5 plus 1. Okay, so Alaric,
I
you're
hate
able
this
to
dice.
reach for him. Horcrux, he doesn't even see your hand as he's just tumbling away, so he doesn't even attempt to grab for it. You're able to just kind of like grab him by the boot as he's swinging away, holding out with the other hand.
Still laughing.
Enjoying the shit out of this. All your hair at this point is just completely soaked. As you grab onto his boot, his body just kind of swings into one of the kegs of ale and smashes one of the kegs of ale. And now the beer is flowing everywhere. The other keg is still fine. And you hold on to him for maybe another good like 4 minutes, and then it slowly starts receding, and the waves start calming. After about another 10 minutes of just slow, gradual waves, the guys get back to their oars and they start trying to regain control of the boat at this point, which has been going wild for a very busy last like 15 minutes, which is a very long 15 minutes for some of you. And it calms down, and everyone heads back. As soon as it calms down, as soon as there's a spot on the side of the water, the captain kind of motions to pull over, and the guy tends to the horses, make sure that none of them are injured or anything like that. You guys have a moment to get on land again.
I take the barrel of ale with me. I'm like, who needs one?
Oh, I'm drinking.
Yeah, all right. I'm pouring. I got like a handful of glasses and fucking arm around the barrel, and I'm just going to town passing out the beer. Just that was fun.
I just like chug it down and refill.
All right. It's about afternoon. It's still sunny out on the second day. It takes them a while to like tend to the horses, and the captain actually does a full spot check of the ship, make sure that there was no like that impact on the rocks seemed to have worried him a little, so he's taking the time to like check the boat and make sure that there's nothing wrong with it and everything. Securing some supplies, seeing if anything was lost or fell off the boat or whatnot. You guys have a few moments to talk amongst yourselves if you wish. Well, I mean, you have a lot of moments to talk amongst yourselves, but now would be a good time to do so.
I'm gonna post up and start reading a little bit of that book for a bit.
Can I try to find some herbs to maybe ease Willy's nauseousness or whatever he has?
Sure. Sure, I'd say if we go with the rules, because you know how to craft an anti-toxin.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure if you're able to find the right herbs, you'd probably be able to make a nice mild version of that as an infusion, I guess.
Yeah. I give him some Tylenol.
All right. You give him some liquid Gravol, essentially. So take 2 herbs out of your pack, basically. We're just gonna go real simple on the herb thing. We're just gonna count like the amount of herbs that you have, and each infusion you do is gonna be -2 or 3 depending on the difficulty of it.
Okay.
Instead of tracking different names of plants and shit, I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I don't blame
I
you.
really do not.
Hornsworth. I'm gonna use some wolfsbane and
Okay.
mandrake root, and you gotta insert them in your nostrils, and then like put 2 of them right here, and yeah, I make it and I give them to Willy. Here, man, chew on this.
What is this?
I made it, but it'll probably help you not throw up on the boat.
How do I use it?
He basically makes a tea out of it. He like crushes some leaves in front of you in a mortar and pestle, and he just kind of infuses it into a tea.
It's a depository, basically.
It's a suppository. You shove it up your ass, and you'll feel better.
Alright, I'll make a tea out of it.
And he made the tea for you. We're just fucking with you.
Oh, it was the final product. I just drink
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And
He's
hope
the
for
one
the
that
best.
makes it. He's the one that's proficient in herbalism and everything. Okay, so you feel the nausea actually kind of goes away.
You're my savior.
Yeah. for an hour.
Does it only last for an hour?
Oh, I don't know.
We'll presume that if he makes you one a day, it helps a lot.
Good.
All right.
Thanks, man.
All right. Theren, you doing anything or
Mm,
just watching Willy shove leaves up his ass?
yeah. I'm kind of just like,
Oh man, just imagine if somebody did it for him, like regular sized people.
Jeez.
I don't want to imagine that.
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
We just
no, I'm just basically just meditating the whole time. Every once in a while, I do get up and kind of practice my martial arts.
Once in a while, you find a good little stump or like a tree to kind of,
Yeah.
you know. All right. There's a word for what that is, but I don't know what it is. It's tree training dummies. Okay. You guys hop back on the boat. Alaric, you read a little. We'll say, for the sake of what I have on hand, that you read a little on... Let me see. What do you want to read about first? Baldur's Gate or Neverwinter?
Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate.
It's where we're headed, so...
So we'll go with that. Okay. So, I'll give you guys, again, a quick overview of Baldur's Gate. It's a coastal city.
I just want to point out that the boat is not moving on the map. Just saying.
Wow, bitch.
You need to animate the river god.
Swoosh,
That would
swoosh,
be awesome.
swoosh, swoosh. That would be really awesome. And I'm sure there's very expensive D&D modules that do that. But I prefer to buy Hearthstone packs. Okay. So it's a coastal city on the north bank of the river Chionthar, located in a region of the Sword Coast called the Western Heartlands. This is probably one of the capitals of that region alongside Waterdeep as well. It's situated just to the south of the great city-state of Waterdeep and to the north of the country of Am. Also, there's also a chain of mountains called the Am Mountains. Very heavily traveled city along the Coastway Road, which is probably one of the main roads alongside the Tradeway and the Coast Road that follow the coast, and then have all these big caravans of merchants and travelers going from one great city to another. It's a wealthy port metropolis, over 42,000 inhabitants, although it almost doubles in the summer because of all the busy activities going on. A very important merchant city. It has a very strong watch and the presence of a powerful mercenary company that maintain order within the city. So the power resides within this merchant group called the Flaming Fist Mercenary Company. The Flaming Fists, for short. City has a very unique shape, curved around its harbor. Kind of gives it the appearance of a crescent moon. The harbor being the main part that kind of gives into the waters on the other side. The docks and shipping facilities are among the most efficient along the coast, and the city relies heavily on the ships that dock here. A very large open marketplace, renowned all across the Sword Coast, called the Wide, dominates the northeast portion of the walled city, and other large structures include the High Hall, seat of the city government. There's the High House of Wonders, which is a large temple to the god Gond, G-O-N-D. There's also the Sea Tower of Balduran, a small fortress in the center of the harbor as well. To keep a few little factoids here and there, keep vermin from spreading too much into the city proper. Cats are bred everywhere. Like, there's cats everywhere in this city. Mainly to encourage, vermin spreading and disease and everything. So they roam the city pretty much everywhere. Do you want to know government, history, famous places, anything particular you're looking for?
Mentions of the Zentarum. Like that, I'm glad I grabbed books that were like kind of centered around history and Baldur's Gate and stuff, so it doesn't look like I'm researching the Zentarum to my group, but that's really like kind of the stuff I'd be looking for.
Okay. So
And if there's not anything, there's not anything, but that's kind of what I'm interested in.
Okay. I know what I will give you, just as information. I found it earlier today when I was looking for this because I knew you guys would do something like this. Okay. I will say what you do find, history-wise, the city takes its name from a great seafaring hero called Balduran, hence Baldur's Gate. Long ago, this character sailed to the fabled Anchor Rome and returned with great wealth, which was used to build a large wall around the entire city. So it's one of the high-walled cities. At the time, the town was controlled by local farmers who mercilessly taxed incoming shipments, which infuriated ship captains who believed that since the harbor wasn't walled in, its traffic should not be taxed, and they eventually overthrew the farmers. And the 4 eldest captains ruled the city together and jokingly called themselves the Dukes of Baldur's Gate. So right from the get-go, Baldur's Gate has always been a very corrupt and conflicted city, and it remains so to this day.
Interesting.
In present day, Baldur's Gate is ruled by 4 Grand Dukes, known as the Council of 4. So the name Dukes held ever since its creation. Not actual dukes, it's just what stuck since some assholes decided to call themselves such a noble title. The rulers at this time include Duke Zant, known as the leader of the Flaming Fist, Duke Grum, a powerful warrior and divine spellcaster, Duchess Lilianda Marrow, a mage, and Duke Entar Silvershield, the richest man in Baldur's Gate, and also a very strong, renowned warrior in his own right. This council, do you want me to repeat anything?
Liliand was what?
Lilianda Marrow was a mage.
Okay, cool. That's all I missed.
Okay, and Entar Silvershield was a very rich dude and strong warrior. The council, to this day, as what is written in this book, which is relatively recent, this council is part of the Lord's Alliance. The Lord's Alliance, which includes high leading lords of Waterdeep, Neverwinter, Baldur's Gate, and Silvery Moon, amongst other smaller cities, but these are the main 4. It's good because this is giving you an idea how kind of government in the Sword Coast works as well.
Mm-hmm.
You see a lot of mentions of a very deeply rooted thieves guild that runs Baldur's Gate as well. Very effective thieves guild, as well as powerful, and a very, I'll say just roll. I'll say that you have time to kind of read through the book and not skip anything. So there's a very effective thieves guild, as well as a very powerful and honest merchants league, known as the Black Merchants League.
I assume kind of at odds with one another.
They don't mention kind of the history between the groups because at this point in the book it gets very vague and very blurry. It's just kind of like spot mentions here and there that you're putting 2 and 2 together yourself, kind of.
Okay.
But it does kind of resonate with you that it would be called the Black Merchants League. So, because you do know that Zentarum is sometimes referred to as the Black Network, so this could potentially resonate with you.
You did say like an honorable Merchants League, yeah? It was like an honorable, and then you said black as well.
They mention it as a powerful and honest Merchants League.
Honest, okay. Gotcha.
Horcrux is laughing.
Fuck off!
through history, various thieves guild have arisen and fallen. From what you read, there's always been, yes, conflicts between the two of them that are kind of subtly, you know, hinted at here and there. Many that have risen and fallen. You hear mention of different guilds like the Knights of the Shield, the Knights of the Unicorn, Xantam's Guild, Hand of Glory, Am's Shadow Thieves, this Black Merchants League. It's very unclear who's actually running the show now. But a lot of these are
I very much want to
mentioned.
become a member of the Unicorn show. Whatever.
Funny. So local operations are mentioned as being strictly commercial, but there is many other hints to many other things.
And through all of my very intense reading and research, I get a +1 permanent bonus to intelligence?
No.
Oh.
Why? Because you read a book?
I'm a barbarian. That's like a lot.
No. I'll say you get a 0.4 upgrade to intelligence.
Woo! Rounded down.
Like everything in D&D. So that's it. So they also explain a few other strongholds and guilds and manors and stuff like that. Temples, different temples. There's mention of a casino as well.
Oh shit!
Bunch of cool stuff. All right.
All right.
So that's our day's reading on Baldur's Gate. As the evening goes on, you guys just kind of ride it through the rest of the evening. You camp in the back of the boat as you move on. Wake up the next morning. It's not raining, just like a gray sky. Kind of has that pre-rain dampness smell right now. Kind of mixed with the fact that you're on a river as well. But on that, nothing particular as you're waking up. Captain explains nothing busy or whatnot happened during the night. As you guys are traveling, I say on this day nothing really fascinating happens, which is good because you're still kind of physically, recovering from the strenuous 30 minutes that you had the day before. Later in this day, though, as you guys are kind of, learning how to become better at herbalism or practice some smithing or count your bullets, count your gold, do whatever you guys are doing, having some reading, talking amongst yourselves. Later on this day, you do see, as you're traveling, you do see at a certain point some statues far on the horizon. And as you get closer and closer on this ever-flowing river, you see that these are very large elven statues on either side of the river. These are very large statues of wood elves. So you recognize their distinct features right now. It does not look like they're portrayed as the noble high elves or the sun elves that you would recognize. But very high statues of wood elves carrying... oh my god, what's that thing with arrows on your back called?
Quiver.
Quivers, bows, some in positions of action, just lining this entire river. The captain explains to you that a long time ago, along this river, there was a big kind of breakout war for control of this point in the river between some elves and some dwarves. Actually, he explains to you that statues were built in not from what you're expecting to remember the victory of the elves, but to remember that an accord was made and an agreement was made after much confrontation that lasted several years to share basically control over this portion of the river. And right now, that was centuries ago. All that remains now is really these statues to kind of commemorate a very rare pact that was respected all through this time between the wood elves of this region and some dwarves wanting control of the land as well. That resonates with Theren and Alaric.
I kind of stand over Alaric.
I do nothing.
I cried.
Just like a straight up wires.
Just look at that. They're getting along. So great.
So crazy. You guys travel. It's probably like half a dozen statues, maybe around 3 or 4 on each side, just kind of at like these regular intervals, as they disappear behind you guys as you keep traveling. The next day goes by, no event whatsoever. Again, you guys stop at a certain point, everyone stretches their legs. The next day you do actually get that thunderstorm rain that you were getting for some time. It's raining just like all day, and the rain just like barely subsides and stops right before nightfall as the sun finally clears up to reveal a nice purple, orange, yellowish glow in the sky, announcing beautiful few days to come. As the sun sets that evening, you guys are just basically having evening, having some ale with the captain, again discussing amongst yourselves. He kind of explains to you a bit more how stuff works in Baldur's Gate, how he says, keep to your disguise, do not look like anything special, do not use magic, just stick to the story, do what you have to do. If there's anything out of the ordinary that could have someone like turn a glance at you, make sure that you're in a corridor where there's no one else, or make sure that you go inside a building to do it, rent out a room, or do what you gotta do in case you need to meditate or scry or do whatever the hell you guys do. But he's explained that do not pop out as anything special because there is a lot of activity, there's a lot of sketchy activity, and to stick to the main roads is what he's saying, except for when you really don't need to, for whatever you have to do. So as you're having that discussion with him, you guys actually notice, because it's pretty much pitch black right now, you guys notice farther up the river in the direction you're heading, you notice a small campfire. Seems to have a few silhouettes camping around it.
Does the captain have a spyglass thing or binoculars?
He would actually. You ask him for a
Yeah.
spyglass? Okay.
Can I borrow those, Captain Barbosa?
I don't know who this is, but absolutely. I like that name. Might take it. He hands you a spyglass.
I looked through the spyglass.
Okay. You look through the spyglass. It's pitch black, so it takes you a while to like actually find any source of light. After a minute or so,
It doesn't
you
work
finally...
with dark vision?
What?
It doesn't work with dark vision?
No, they're farther than like 60, 90 feet away. They're really far up the river at this point. You just see a small little campfire. As you look in the glass, basically, you see a fire, and you see 3 silhouettes. Short, heavily bearded creatures, just sitting around a campfire.
I call Alaric over
Roll
and I
up.
say, what do those look like to you? And then I give him the spyglass.
I look.
Okay. You look, and you immediately notice them as being dwarves.
Do I recognize anything about the dwarves?
Make investigation check.
Uh-oh.
No, perceptions. Perception, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right. So
My
can
bad.
I re-roll then?
No.
Crit fail.
Damn.
Crit fail. Okay. They just look like dwarves.
Well, that was my investigation check. Okay. Then you said perception, so.
Yeah, let's see
And
shit.
I tell Horcrux like it's a group of dwarves.
You interested in meeting them at all, or?
How many are there?
3.
Is it like a little mini camp? Are they? What can I tell with a critical fail in perception?
You just see a campfire and 3 guys sitting near it. You don't see, at least from the light of the campfire, you don't see any like structures or anything illuminated by the fire. You just see 3 silhouettes sitting around a fire.
And we are decently far away.
Yeah, you're still like 200 feet from it.
Okay. And it's like day 3 or 4-ish.
2 was the rapids. 3 was nothing. Yeah, say like day 3. Day 3 at
Yeah.
night.
Yeah, if nobody minds, if no one cares, get off and stop. If I ever run across anyone in my tribe, I need to get some information. So if this happens to be them, I don't want to miss out on my chance.
I mean, that sounds pretty reasonable.
Do you need some backup?
Yeah, do you want us to go with you?
Keep a distance, but I mean, don't hide. But I'll approach them myself.
Okay. So you mentioned to the captain that you'd like to take a pit stop here if you can. You haven't stopped this evening yet, so he's totally okay with it. And he actually mentions the Orc guys as soon as they find a spot. This is one of his typical stopping spots, but you go another like 50 feet until the barge kind of stops off. Mind you, you guys also have some torches which kind of lit at different portions on the boat, so they likely would have maybe seen you coming, just logically.
Right.
But he stops off on the side, puts a plank down.
How much ale do we have?
You probably have like half a keg left.
What?
I mean,
Well,
Horcrux broke one keg by almost slipping off.
Yeah, that sucks. It's gonna be a bad last couple of days. I take the keg with me in one hand.
Okay.
as long as nobody objects.
They're dwarves. They probably got ale on them.
I enjoy ale, but not as much as you do. So.
Okay. So you hop off. Are you asking for one of the horses, or you're just?
I'll just walk.
You're just walking on up. Okay. And everyone else is behind.
Yeah,
distance.
I follow, but like from a distance.
So how far are you guys from each other? Just so I can.
I'm gonna say at least like 20, 30 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're all within dark vision, seeing range of each other.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So about 30 feet behind. Okay. You approach. As you approach, all three of them, they also notice you, being dwarves that also have dark vision. They all just kind of stand, and they have one has like his hand on his sword. The other two kind of have they each have a great axe out and kind of like holding it in two hands. One's just kind of like tapping it. One is just like completely bald all the way down, not even any like sideburns or mustache or anything, just like a straight gray beard going straight out. That's the only hair you see on his body. The other one, on the contrary, has like this big bushy like black fro and a big bushy beard, like it almost like a mane all the way around. And the other guy has similar color, basically a more crimson red than like an orange red like you have. Typical bushy beard, just slight hair on the top. Hey, who goes there, eh?
Before I say anything, a quick scan now that I'm closer. Do they have any distinguishing colors or armor or anything giving me an idea of if I know their tribe, if it's my tribe, or if it's a tribe I'm even familiar with?
Okay. All three of them are wearing kind of a belt. They don't. For the tribe that you come from, they all had like this similar sort of coat of arms in a two-colored flag hanging off the side. And where you would normally see that flag, instead you just see a torn portion of a flag of red and gray colors.
Those are my colors.
Those are your colors. I remembered.
Okay. Easy. Fellas, we're on a trip. I saw you out here. I'm bringing some ale if you want to share a beer. I haven't hung out with some dwarves in a while. And I think we might have a great conversation if you'll indulge me.
All right. They kind of lean over and they have the same reflex. Now, just so I know, would you still be carrying...
My great axe is on my back.
No, would you still be carrying the flag colors you?
No,
because they have the same reflex.
Yeah, no. I dropped that a long time ago because I was so disgusted with the tribe.
Okay, essentially what they did is they just kind of like tore it off. So you just vaguely see like a torn piece hanging off the side of their belt. But tearing it off would be the symbol of disrespect to know that they are, in fact, either left disgusted or were exiled. Yeah.
So a lot of disgusting shit going on.
Yeah. Okay. Do any of them Can I tell if any of them recognize me?
It doesn't look like it.
Okay. Cool. Then
They're just kind of like squinting right now.
I hold the keg out and like, anybody want some ale?
Is that dwarven ale?
You know damn right it's dwarven ale. I hope it's dwarven ale.
It's not dwarven ale.
Fuck.
Um.
Is any kind of ale a bad ale?
No, but we got dwarven ale if you want the good shit.
Well, shit. Like, you mind if my buddies get a taste of some damn dwarven ale too? Then it's been so long.
What's
Hell,
your
I'll
business
give you-
here?
We're heading to Baldur's Gate, and I saw you, looked, stopped, and just wanted to talk.
It's a shit town, if you should know.
Yeah.
All right. Park it.
All right. I roll up and I motion for the rest of the crew to
Okay.
roll up if they want.
Okay.
Keep my eyes on Theren because he's got like a thing for 3 dwarves sitting around a campfire.
Yeah, I am absolutely sitting between Theren and these other dwarves.
Okay. Okay.
I drink the shitty ale too because I broke the shitty ale barrel. I feel guilty about it.
Okay.
I go, no. A, we need that for the next couple of days. B, you need to try some dwarven ale.
He's not wrong, eh? Take the good stuff, says the one with, like, the long pointed gray beard. It's really good.
I try it.
So, what might your names be?
Alaric. You?
They kind of, like, squint at each other for a second. I'm Megado. Alaric. This is my buddy Crag. And his brother Krim.
Can I insight check? See
Yeah.
if that's if I think that's their real names. Ooh, 6.
Yeah. As far as you know, it's their real names?
Just say it. How long has it been since you've left the tribe?
Hey. What? No, we didn't get the other ones' names.
Yeah, my mistake.
They look at you
Drinking
three.
my ale.
Oh. I
Wait,
just
I'm still far, am I?
Mm-hmm. He invited all you guys up to try some dwarven ale.
Oh, you saw us?
Yeah.
Well,
No, I
Alaric
did.
motioned for
I
you guys to
motioned
come
for
have a
you
seat
guys.
with them.
And I
Okay,
asked
okay.
them.
Okay. I joined in then.
By the way, you guys, after he says Alaric, they kind of have like a, they each had like a little keg that they're carrying, basically, that they're sharing with you guys. As you guys take a swig, it is like gold in ale form. It is the creamiest, yet the tastiest, yet the bitterest beer you've ever had.
Stella Artois.
But it is like liquid gold. It is
Felix Felicis.
it is delicious.
I don't tell him my name. I just keep drinking the ale and go, this is some good shit.
Alaric, you have a swig, the first real dwarven ale you've had in a very long time.
I
And
just
it's
kind of lean
delicious.
back and just kind of relax for a minute and take it in.
So you just kind of lean back, listen to the crackling fire and the crickets. As your friends say their names.
I go,
I'm
my
Willy,
name
by the way.
is-
Pleasure?
My name's Theren.
Theren?
Horcrux.
You're a funny looking fellow, aren't you?
So are you.
Okay.
Oh, I'm a tiefling, sir.
We saw a few of you back in Neverwinter.
Yeah, we're not very How many have you seen?
Not a lot. They mostly
Yeah.
look like nobility, says the third guy.
Well, not me.
You should. They look like they were pretty well set off over there, and that's the only place I've ever seen another one like you.
Out in Neverwinter, you say?
Yeah.
I
We've
might
been,
just...
to answer your question, ever since we left, we've been roaming, getting to see the city, you know. Never got a chance to leave those damn dirty hills. Taking advantage to visit all the major cities. It's a lot to see out here.
I think he's talking to you, Alaric.
He's just talking out loud about what they've been doing.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was looking for something in my backstory so that I could
That's okay, go ahead and look.
have a conversation.
One of them looks at there and he goes, "Well, what about you?
Uh-oh.
What's a dwarf and a wood elf doing together?
Long story.
We got plenty of ale."
Not this one.
I mean, the first time we met, I put my axe to his neck and kind of been victims of circumstance ever since.
Nah, that makes sense. That's how most greetings between dwarves and elves happen.
Right?
Glad to see you survived. We're usually on the winning end of that stick.
Nothing's changed.
Are they often at it, those two? We've never befriended an elf ourselves.
We didn't see eye to eye for a while.
We've had our moments,
Yeah.
Friend is too strong of a word.
but I was felled in battle once, and his dumbass jumped 80 feet down to the ground to try to save me. That counts for something in my book.
I guess it does. There you go.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Or you are. Oh, yay.
I figured I'd help you out a bit.
Cool. Yeah, because that was from, like, my old account, and I was like, fuck.
I know. I got it all.
So in all your guys' travels, have you guys ran into, like, any caravans carrying strange things?
I mean, we tend to avoid the main roads. We're much more comfortable traveling in the mountains and the woods. It's kind of our thing. Why, you looking for something?
Well, no, we seem to have broken one of our barrels of ale and would like to buy some more.
Well, Baldur's Gate has a lot of that.
How
Do they
long
have
have you
some-
been traveling?
Few months now, give or take.
Yeah. About the same.
Huh. You got
Were
a
you
little grin on
exiled,
your
or did
face.
you leave?
What do you mean?
How long has it been since you left the Centennia tribe?
They kind of like incline their head and look at you, all three of them now. One of them is just like drinking faster, like wanting nothing to do with this conversation. The main one kind of stands up. I thought I recognized you. You're a fucking Centennia.
Oh,
Do you see any sort of flag at my belt?
No, but I'm really wondering what a fucking Centennia is doing out here.
Same as you. Not with my tribe.
I'd really like to know why.
So were they weren't there? Did they leave the tribe before me or after me?
It's hard to tell because you also left a couple of months ago.
Okay.
So you both seem to be saying the same thing. So you're having
Right.
trouble gauging the timeline.
Right. Well, Falcar is my father.
The other two stand up now. And one totally unsheathes 2 axes.
I am still sitting. So this is just a story, and you're going to want to drink ale. Put your axes down. I am not here to fight. If anything, I'm here to get answers and information. My father...
Before you continue, just roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
To try and get them to sit down.
16 plus persuasion. I don't think I have
do
anything.
kind of
Plus 1, 17.
slightly put my hand on my katana.
Okay.
When I see
I look at Theren and I go, if you unsheath a single weapon, I will kill you where you sit.
And
Or I
Horcrux
will
lightning
die
bolts.
trying.
No.
This is not your fight.
I'm not.
And I look back at them and I go, and it's not my fight. Please sit. Please.
2 others just kind of sit down. The main guy sitting in front of you, who seems to be, I guess, for a trio, sort of the leader of the 3, or the one that seems to take lead on the 3. And he just kind of stands there. Just for a moment. Kind of looks at you 4 one by one.
I wave.
Does he say anything, or is he just like waiting for me to continue?
He's just kind of like scanning you guys one by one. Well, let's pour some more ale then.
All right.
Sits back down. Pour more ale.
So now that you know who I am, you know I held rank in our tribe. And judging by your flags, you know damn well how corrupt and how backwards our tribe has become. I don't even say our tribe, that tribe has become. My father went paranoid, he went crazy. Falcar ruled with an iron fist and one day pulled me, and I don't know if any of you knew Vissen, very close friend of mine, and wanted me to essentially execute an innocent, me or him. We didn't do it because it was an innocent person and was absolutely wrong. And so he threatened to strip me of my title, everything, and threw Vissen in the gallows and executed him right after we tried to escape.
I remember that.
Then you know me well. He couldn't bring himself to execute me, but he did exile me instead. It didn't matter. Had he not exiled me, I'd have left of my own accord. I've wandered for months and have been able to be with this group here, and we've taken care of many things across Faerun, but I do intend to one day right that wrong. And I will take Falcar down. And I will turn my tribe back around.
Well, good luck to you. Because there's no way in hell you could pay me 1,000 gold to head anywhere near those damn mountains again.
I don't blame you. Stay safe. Find a city. Settle down.
There's no fixing Falcar, you know. He's a broken man.
Never said he would be fixed. The tribe would be fixed. He needs to be taken down.
Well, you should know that after you left, a lot of your soldiers under your command left shortly after as well.
Really?
Krim is one of them.
I didn't recognize Krim.
I mean, it was a large tribe. Like, you had a lot of soldiers under you, you know?
Okay.
But no, you don't recognize him, and so he probably wasn't like a soldier of rank or anything. It's just, you know.
Okay.
Well, that life's done for us. We're done taking orders. We run our own life now.
Good.
Making money's rough, but it's a lot easier when you got a tribe to provide for you. Life on your own really isn't that easy. I'm glad to see you guys are doing well for yourselves.
We, I don't know if doing well is the right term. We've just victims of circumstance again. We seem to, wherever we go, trouble follows. So.
I don't know, those are some really nice looking gauntlets. That's a damn shiny katana. I'd say you're doing pretty well.
Yeah.
We gotta scrap for food and hunt and run into some cities and do some bad shit that we gotta do, you know? To survive.
What do you three want? What do you want from your life? And I don't mean that disrespectfully. What's your end game now? I don't even have one myself.
Just going where life takes us, I guess. Right now, we just gotta visit. I mean, I'm an older dwarf. I don't have much time left for me. Only a few hundred years still. Gotta visit while you got a chance.
If you are looking for a place to settle down, maybe find work, there's a city that's rebuilding far south in Greenest, far south of the mountains, and any chance of ever running into that tribe again. They're looking for help, and if you were able to put in an honest day's work, you could do well there.
Huh.
Something to think about.
Maybe we'll have a look at it. We're continuing south anyways. Started in Neverwinter, stopped at this little shithole called Fanduli, and moved our way on to Waterdeep, Baldur's Gate, Leyland.
Fandalen?
What?
Did you say Fandalen?
No, I said Fandalu.
It's a Fanduli.
Fanduli. Fanduli? My memory's fading.
Fandalen's also a hell of a city. That's actually where I met most of this group.
Oh. There wasn't a lot of people in Fanduli. You think we would have seen you there?
As I said, we've been traveling up and down the Sword Coast lately. Do you know if Zanaya is still alive?
Yeah?
She is.
She took over your command.
Shit.
Who is she?
My sister.
Oh.
Is she hot?
Does she have a beard?
I throw a fucking empty mug at Willy's head.
Oh, that was great. Shut. Willy's just cracking up, like stamping his feet on the ground right now.
And, what about Abroth? Still in command? Still under my father in every way, shape, and form?
Yeah. Probably his right-hand man. Sister seemed to want to take over that right-hand position. Was too much of a fucking struggle, and we just bounced. There's too much conflict within one damn tribe. We gotta focus on, you know, other rival tribes in the mountains. We don't have time to fight amongst ourselves. It was getting really stupid. We went to see the other tribes. They didn't want none of us as well. Oh, exiles, blah, blah, blah. Centennials, blah, blah, blah. It's hard to get some work. We've had to resort to, like, stealing and selling shit. It's a hard life, I tell ya.
Shit. I reach into my pouch and I give them 50 gold. And I say, not all centennias are bad, and I promise you we will right this wrong. I'm not asking you to ever come back to the tribe, but if you wish, once he is overthrown, you will be welcomed with open arms. I don't care of your past misdeeds, if anything. If you were properly exiled or if you left because of his bullshit, it doesn't matter to me. I'm going to rebuild that tribe, and you're welcome there once that happens. For now, take this gold and get by.
I don't need your gold, boy. Just promise to do what you're saying you're gonna do, and we'll return someday. You seem like you got a decent head on your shoulders. I can drink to that.
That's debatable, but I can drink to it as well.
Okay.
Cheers to head on shoulders and hot sisters.
I find a small rock, and I throw it at him.
Roll to hit.
15 plus 7, 22.
Willy, you take 1 bludgeoning damage.
I would like to rage.
Yeah. So I guess just over the course of the night, I make small talk, or over the course of while we're still kind of there, try to figure out a little bit further of where they know the last known location. We do wander, but not, not crazy across the nation or land. So just the general idea of where they were at.
Okay. They explained that last they were just kind of in the easternmost side of the crags was where they last settled.
Okay.
That was several months ago. Does anyone else want to pitch in conversation or something?
How big is your guys' tribe?
About 100.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, maybe slightly larger, you said?
At this point, probably a couple hundred. They've been going violently at other tribes and practically took another one down.
And the survivors just were swayed over? Well, it's that or death, so I guess it's not much swaying necessary, huh?
That's essentially it, yeah.
Okay. They got bigger.
Yeah.
Alaric kind of goes quiet and just thinks about it. Unless someone asks him a question, he's just going to kind of drink and think and lean back. Try to enjoy the beer.
All right. Well, listen. If ever we head back to Greenest or that little place Fandulu, I guess we'll hit you up.
All right.
All right. You guys drink away. Have some ale. Small talk. Willy, Theren, Horcrux. You guys just listening?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very awkward because like they're about to kill each other and then they're all happy. So we're just kind of like.
At no point was I about to kill anyone.
All right. Theren, roll intelligence check.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that sounds dumb.
No. I got an 18 plus 2.
18 plus 2.
Oh, wait a minute. Never mind.
I would say that Theren would maybe put 2 and 2 together.
I asked him if they've ever wandered through the woods of Neverwinter.
Aye. Spent plenty of time there. That's the first place we went to. That's the woods we know the most. Centennia tribe knows that if shit goes south, you meet in the darkest part of the woods. And you regather forces there because there's no one else there.
I've asked him if they've ever come across a village, a very, very well hidden village that most people, anybody that dare comes near it would probably get either attacked or drawn away.
You see the three of them kind of getting uncomfortable now. As the one on the right, who seems to be the dumbest of the three, goes, well, yeah, but we were never supposed to talk about that again. That was horrible. And the other just kind of, like, nudges them in the gut.
Do we notice Theren getting like agitated or anything?
Yeah.
I don't know. Are you rolling an insight check?
I want to, most definitely.
Okay, I'll say without even an insight check. He's getting a little twitchy. As are the two other dwarves as well. The dumb ones are just drinking away.
And I ask him one more thing. I go, there was not too long ago, I ran across this wood elf going around asking for people for help, saying that he would pay a lump sum of gold to find a special rune.
Roll a deception check.
Not proficient in that. Modify 18.
Modified 18.
Mm-hmm.
You see the main one is just kind of like, you know when you like have a drink but you're like really squinting and trying to like see or foresee the events that are about to happen?
Mm-hmm.
Takes a very long gulp, and as he kind of puts it down, he just keeps the eyes on his glass and goes, well, I think we better head off. Night travel's the easiest, I'd say. You guys better get back to your boat. I think we better put out this fire and part ways. It was nice meeting you four.
Can I have one for the road, please? And I ask from my glass up again.
Sure. As a parting gift. And he fills your glass with ale one more time.
I hand it to Theren.
I kind of like smack it away.
Hey, that's dwarven ale right there. Wow, it's southern all of a sudden.
All right.
Those southern crag dwarves.
Sorry about that.
With their sweet tea and dwarven ale.
My barbecue ribs.
Come on,
We are offending so many people right now.
I'm so sorry.
And then I mentioned that not too long ago, given the time that we've spent in this, let's say maybe a month I'll say a month, there's a couple of dwarves that were slain over such a rune. And I go, I'm just trying to give you a heads up.
Good to know.
So it kind of seems like you guys know something about it.
No, we just want to get back to our doings. Head back in the woods. We got a long day's travel if we're gonna go visit the shiny city of El Chorel, you know? So, here, have some more ale. Take it all. Just enjoy it. Wishing you good fortune on your travels.
Hey, if you're going to El Terrell, and you guys are dwarves like fighting, why don't you pay Anthar whatever a visit? He's a good guy.
Gone. He's gone.
I will do. Sure. As they stand up and they start backing off and start walking back towards the woods.
I kind of yell out, "Did you like the sights in Brighton?"
What?
I say what now?
I said, "Did you like the sights in Brighton?"
Kind of stops. He goes, "All right. Why don't you just say what you gotta say?"
Oh no.
I go, "I think you know."
What the hell are you saying?
I go, "I think this guy knows, or is the one that knows whereabouts of my mother's rune, or is the one that stole it."
Da, da, da.
Was your mother slain or was it just stolen?
It was stolen, but I go, without it, she is very ill.
And I go, from a centennia that is going to do right by our tribe, when it becomes our tribe again, do you have the rune?
Roll of another persuasion.
Mm-mm-mm.
7.
That's actually better than he rolled.
Oh, ho, ho.
Okay.
No,
And I know he's lying.
he doesn't seem to be lying.
Oh.
Do you know where it is?
Kind of looks over at you and gives you like a. We had it momentarily, and when we heard that some people got their head chopped off in the woods, we sold that shit as fast as we could, because we didn't want nothing to do with it. Now, if you're telling me you're the guy who's about to chop off me heads, get ready for a fight.
Nothing. No one's chopping anything. Who'd you sell it to?
Some shady asshole in Neverwinter.
You have
Did
a
you
name?
get in? Yeah.
Yes.
No. Said his business worked in fencing goods. No taxes.
His name was Frank. Son of a bitch.
Listen. We took the rune. We're fucking sorry. Like I said, it's hard to survive out here and you do some things that you regret, okay?
Yeah, I think everyone's done things that they regret, and I look at Theren.
I never said I regretted it.
We were desperate. We had nothing to our name. We were kicked out of the fucking tribe. We stole it, and the first thing we came across in the woods, stumbled on it accidentally. It was shiny. We like shiny things. Sorry, it's true. We sold it and never went in. We heard about some dude who fenced goods, working for some shady guild in town, and never saw it since.
I look at Theren.
I take kind of like a deep breath, and I kind of remember the mission at hand, and I go, "Don't ever let me see you again, alone, or your faith will be the same as those dwarves." And I go, If you come across this person again, get the rune, take it to Vendalion, leave it with Sister. God, I forgot her name.
Grail.
Rael, and tell her that it's a gift for me, and she will hold on to it for me. And I'll forget this.
You'll never see me again. 2, we're going south. I know this one's all about good deeds and fixing stuff you broke in the first place, but we're not going back. It's not too complicated. Just go ask any merchant that you're looking to sell, I don't know, some shady shit, and they'll point you towards some shady people in a shady back alley, part of some shady group that shadily runs the city.
Go.
I'm sure you'll be able to retrace it from there, but I'm gone. We're gone. I'm sad this ends on a sour note, because you're a good bunch of fellas. We're gonna go now.
I'm gonna head back to the boat, guys.
Yeah, I start walking back, and right before, I kind of walk and stop, and I don't turn around, but I do say, if her sickness does worsen to the point of her death, I will find you.
Aye. One of the guys just like goes heads back, stomp on the fire, head out back into the woods.
I walk away to the ship.
Alright. You guys walk back to the boat. Captain's like, oh, you guys were out there a while. How'd it go? Nice fellas?
Yeah.
Good. Let's go. I got a schedule. Alright. You guys hop back on the boat.
For an awkward 4 days.
Anything exchanged before he sets off or as they're setting off again? Put the horses back on.
I try to catch Theren just like later that night as we're going.
It's not
alone.
too difficult. You're all on the same boat.
Yep. Alone, semi-private. And I go, I'm sorry about your mother. We will go get that rune, and we will make sure that she gets healthier. But if you ever threaten someone from my tribe again, we are going to have a serious problem. No. Do you understand me? And I walk away.
The tension. So
Right.
sorry for that, boys.
Do I have any ravens that we can send from the boat, or?
No, you don't have any ravens that you can send. That stone raven, is it with you guys right now, or did you send it back?
We sent it back like a long time ago.
Okay.
I don't think it ever came back.
No.
I will make a note of it to come back to you sometime soon.
It's okay at this point. The message we sent is far past date.
It expired.
No longer valid if read by. Funny. Oh, you wrote what was his dad's name? Falcar Centenia.
Yeah, Falcar.
Spelled it right.
There you go. Okay.
It's not
He's
a good guy
such a
name.
Falker.
Such a Falker. Is that why you gave him that name?
No, it just sounded good.
That's really funny.
So it's not a good guy name. My buddy
Okay.
Falcor.
Sounds like a bad name.
All right. Okay. So you guys head back on the boat. That was day 3. Day 4, relatively uneventful. Same thing. You guys are just tinkering away, doing your stuff, absorbing the view. See some sights here and there. Once in a while, there's once on where like you go by some ruins, what seems to be kind of like a fallen city in the middle of the forest. It reminds you a bit of that city where the druid was back in Fandalen. Just kind of the ruined city that was, overrun by zombies where you originally fought the dragon. Kind of looks like that from far off.
Thunder Tree.
Thunder Tree. I knew it was tree something. Thank you. The city of
nice.
Thunder Tree. Other than that, not too much. Just open land on either side. Day 5, as you guys are going, you see another far off statue. As the river kind of like narrows in at this part as well. As they're approaching, the captain just kind of goes, "Oh fuck."
What?
And he
Don't say
points up
fuck
off
more.
at the statue. As you guys look at the statue, you're within maybe 100 feet now. It's not actually a statue. It is a large, 25-foot tall creature.
Oh.
Massive muscles. No clothing. Nothing but like this very simple loincloth wielding a club-like mace, just almost the length of his body. And you see him standing on top of a bridge at where the river comes to a narrow passing. In front of the bridge, it has been barricaded with wooden spikes, essentially blocking any progression from there on out.
Do we have to solve a riddle or something? Troll toll.
This is going to be so much fun.
As you get closer, two things stand out. One is that the area is barricaded with these wooden spikes. On either side of these wooden spikes, they're kind of like tied up on either side of the river to like these massive stone pillars that seem to have been like dug into the mud on the riverbank there, with several heads just on spikes at the top of these pillars. And then on top of the stone bridge, you see this massive creature dangling from right underneath the bridge in front of the spikes is what seems to be like a dead mule carcass, just kind of like dangling from a chain above the river. Just kind of dangling there. This creature has no other notable features other than being huge and having one large beady eye.
I knew it. No, I didn't.
As
Is
you
this
guys
like that?
approach, what?
What is it? It's a Cyclops or something?
That is a cyclops.
Oh, look at this. Oh, wait, no.
All right.
Oh, no. Oh.
All right. The donkey would be dangling, I guess, above here. Just kind of above the river there. There you go. That's what you guys would see. As you guys and the captain tells everyone to bring the oars to a halt, the large creature just kind of points up and goes, "You! Give gold, I let you pass.
We don't have much.
Pay Boom Boom or stop here."
Boom Boom is a great name.
I asked the
How
captain,
much-
do you have to go through this every time?
No. He's never been here when I've gone through. But I've heard friends who've had to pay this fucker to get through.
How much do we have to pay?
Apparently he changes his fee each time because he's a dumb shit.
I give him 2 pieces of platinum.
And this big, billowing laugh just kind of, resonates. Echoing off the water and off the bridge and the forest on either side of you. This big, billowing laugh.
Do you know what this is?
I think you have more for Boom Boom.
This is very rare.
Boom Boom knows. Boom Boom want more.
But we don't have more. This is a lot already.
Lies!
How much does Boom Boom want?
Boom Boom want more.
That's not an amount.
Does Boom Boom want ale? When have you had a good ale?
Boom Boom wants gold.
Why does Boom Boom want gold?
Shiny.
So maybe just hold on. I give him 200 silver pieces.
Silver is a lot shinier than... No, it's not.
To give him anything, you would have to
Okay, well I put it in my hand.
go to like the front of the ship.
And show him like about 200 silver pieces. See, lots of shiny money.
Boom Boom want yellow shiny.
My God.
And he
A
holds
question,
up. He holds up a bag, like the size of his head.
Oh, we don't have that kind of money, guys. How is this log being like held up?
So, the log is essentially, you see like 3 stacks of like bundles of spears, essentially, just kind of like roped together and sticking out of the water, like several stacks of spears kind of stacked on top of the other and sticking through in the water. Plus, you have this big spiked log stretching across from one side to the other, completely blocking the underpass.
Also,
Tied to either end of the pillars.
they're just tied to the pillars?
Well, with like huge chain.
Oh, okay, never. I thought, wow, we just cut the rope and get past this guy. Like, we don't have that much money, but we're gonna go get some money. Can we like on the way back maybe get you?
Boom Boom, not stupid. River flow one way.
Oh, I didn't know that. It's the first time I've been on here.
It doesn't really flow one way, but I mean, he only blocks one side. He's logical in his brain.
Damn it.
I show him like 20 gold.
I show him my great axe.
Okay. You want fight, Boom Boom? He kind of like smacks his chest.
I'm prepared to, if you don't take this big bag of gold we're about to give you.
You see head on spike? Little dwarf guy head be there if no pay.
How far is it from us?
Right now where the boat has come to a halt. Like right in front of him. So it would be the distance that you see here. So, say from the center of the boat, he's like 60 feet away.
But we have to get out of the boat and walk on around and up the bridge to get to him?
I mean, you presume, or maybe he would walk down. You don't know how the exchange would work.
We're in a pickle, guys. Can we talk it out real quick? And just give us a second there, bum.
Boom Boom!
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, dumb, we got it.
Just kind of like pulls up the carcass and starts like swinging it in a circle, just like waiting for you guys to answer. He's just swinging a dead cow by a chain right now.
What's the thing, guys? Like, we don't have enough gold to pay this guy.
I mean, we probably do have enough gold to pay this
I
guy,
just
but I don't want to give him gold.
Yeah.
Let's fuck. I'm ready to fight. We've been cooped up on a boat for 5 days. This will be fun.
Yeah. I'm gonna like.
I put the vials of that green shit slime that I got from the dragon egg. into a sack, along with like maybe like 25 silver pieces,
Okay.
and I say, let's hand him this, and when he pulls out the, oh no, I won't tell the guys. I just go, here man, somebody hand him this. I go, can you come and get this from us? I got some gold here for you.
Bag too small.
But well, like I'm gonna give you more, but this is my size.
I want to
so-
see more.
Well, we have to come up and give it to you anyway. So how about we just walk up and give it to you? Our boat will stay here.
Boom boom want to see.
Oh my god!
Fine. I show him my fucking bag of 1,300 gold.
Wow.
Ooh.
Guys,
Boom boom want.
We're killing him, right? I'm not giving him
Oh.
1,300.
Boom
right?
boom
Yeah.
want, and he just starts like going down along the other side of the river, and he's actually walking towards the boat now.
Cool.
Wait,
Uh,
hold on. We'll bring the bag to you.
Boom boom give gold or boom boom crush boat.
That,
Well, if
we're
you crush the
going.
boat, you won't have gold.
Yeah. And you will lose a lucrative set of customers here. Listen, Boom, you're not very good at conducting business. Let us hand you.
Lucrative. What?
We'll be right there, Boom Boom, on our way, okay? Alright, let's get the fuck out of this boat.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm so scared to fight this guy.
Stay in boat.
What?
Stay in boat.
No, you can't have it both ways. If you want the gold, we got to get out of the boat to give it to you. This is
Boom
very
boom, come
simple.
get gold. Boom boom, do this all day.
Then
Just go
who's gonna
boom boom
guard
way.
the bridge?
Oh.
Boom boom, decide rules. Boom boom, get gold. Lift barrier. Boat go bye bye.
I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I'm done with this. I'm getting out of the boat.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah, get out of the boat.
Okay, so you guys like kick down the plank on the side. Boom goes no.
While we're having all this conversation, though, like while we're telling them we gotta give you the gold, so like
Can
it
I
looks
just,
like we don't
spend,
understand what
3
he's
key
saying.
Points to just cast shatter. Just put shatter on him.
Not yet, fucker!
Okay, so you're casting shatter on him.
Oh,
Like I'm still like Theren is still upset about what happened. He's just relieving, basically just blowing steam right now.
it'll be like you killed like 30 dwarves if you kill this guy, though. It'd be awesome.
He makes a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
Yay.
You guys are
Let's-
But I'm
fighting.
gonna-
You guys could have paid Boom Boom.
But I'm
We
gonna
don't have
spend
that.
1 additional key to make it a higher level. So it's basically instead of 3, it's 4.
Also, yes, we could have paid Boom Boom. We attempted to pay Boom Boom 2 platinum pieces, which is 20 gold, which was more than fair. This fucker got greedy, so he's gonna pay.
I think Boom Boom's used to getting his way because Boom Boom is intimidating to most merchants.
Guys, we fought dragons before, remember?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, dude, one guy, don't care.
So as you're casting,
Ah.
this captain's like, "Wait, what? What?
Stay here,
Damn!
and I.
Pay him!"
Captain Barbosa, I cover up his mouth and I be, let us show you why we're doing this.
And hide the boat if you can. Fall back or
Hide the
Yeah.
boat.
Yeah, go
Just
backwards.
back up the river a bit. It's slow. It's calm here. Back. Have your men haul ass.
By the time you say that, the 4 guys on the oars have already darted into the sub-level. They're
Where are
scared
you? Shut the-
shitless. Okay, so Boom Boom needs to make Constitution saving throw. What am I
13.
saving against?
13.
Oh, that's
Aw.
ass. That is ass.
I know. Well, hey.
Constitution.
Well, that's happening. I want to run off the boat.
Okay. So I'll say that you, Cast Shatter, you guys kick off the plank in order to get down, and then I'll have everyone roll initiative.
Yeah!
Boom Boom has +5 to Constitution, so Boom Boom
I
makes
bet.
that.
yeah, I bet
Yeah, I know.
What's Constitution? Like,
Health
based on-
points.
So he's got a shit ton of them.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's also
He's also huge, by the way. So he's bigger than, I think he's bigger than the dragon you fought.
Like classified as huge.
Yes.
Yeah.
So 4x4.
Damn.
Okay.
I got the 16 on initiative.
Actually,
know what I just
4x4,
noticed?
Like his size isn't big enough here.
There's like no
That's better.
like Constitution like text or anything, is there?
Okay.
Weird.
Boom boom.
Fucking hate this dice.
Fucking hate this dice.
I just bought some metal dice like right now too.
Ooh, boom boom initiative, not so good.
Can't have it all.
Shit, 4 crux 14.
I
How
got
much
that
damage does
20.
he take for
20, so half 10.
Not feeling the shatter.
Okay. So I'm just gonna write everyone's initiative. Willy has 16.
Is he made out of rocks?
No, he's flesh.
Organic. I got a nat 20 on my initiative.
Okay, Alaric.
Damn. 11.
So the order is going to be Theren, Willy, Horcrux, Alaric, and then Boom Boom. All right. So, let me see. We're going to build a plank here as the purple square, which is where you guys can run off. Okay. So you guys kick off that plank. You see as Theren just kind of like, and he claps his hand, this wave of energy just travels straight to his center point of gravity, and then a blast of energy as he's kind of like, boom, boom, mad. Top of the round is going to be Theren, I'll say, so you get another round.
Okay.
Kind of a random question, but like 30 feet of movement for him would be like a lot, or still only 30 squares?
It would still only be 30 squares.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, it's not. It wouldn't be proportionate.
Okay.
But yeah.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I forgot to kill
Oh, like he could clear a football field in like one movement.
Alright, I'm gonna take out one dagger and then another dagger in my hand. I'm gonna chuck them both. That's my first and then second attack.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. That's 19, so 19 plus 7, so that's 26 on the first.
26 will hit, yeah.
Noise. Noise.
1 plus 4, so that's 5 on damage.
Alright, nice. And the second one?
10 plus 7, so that's 17.
Also hits.
2 plus 4, so that's 6.
Okay.
And then how far away is he? From me
He's
now?
like 60 feet from you guys, roughly.
Oh, okay. Then I will end my turn.
Okay. And now will be your turn. So, are you moving at all, or you're staying there? You're like
Am I
here.
still?
You're here in the back of the boat right now.
Yes.
Actually, you know what? I'll say that you guys. I'll say just for the benefit of this that you guys had all moved up. Because you're
And
all up
he's,
front
like-
talking to him, and Captain would be like fucking bolted way back here along with these guys. Anyways, these guys rowing are in the back room. They're not there.
So he's still on the bridge, or is he this pink square?
No, the pink square is just like a plank.
Oh,
leaning
okay.
onto the side of the water.
I'm gonna move towards the shore.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna spend 1 key point to
Go like here.
cast. Yeah, to cast. Not to cast, but to basically take a dodge as an action. So basically any attacks that I can see have disadvantage.
Okay, coming your way. All right.
Yeah.
Willy.
Sorry, just counting the distance.
Oh, you can just use the draw thing.
Oh,
45.
okay. I will. Wait, I can't move my character.
Oh yeah, shit. Sorry.
Well, it's okay.
Oh.
Like, just bring me up here.
There you go. You're good. I'll do the others in the meantime.
Oh, okay. You mean I can move? Okay.
Yeah.
Wait. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna go up here, and I will fire a sharpshooter shot,
Okay.
and I will burn a grip point. That should hit 23 to hit.
23 hits, yeah.
Okay.
He's literally wearing nothing but a loincloth, short tuft of hair, big eyeballs, stubby, fat nose, sharp teeth, uneven sharp teeth at that, and nothing but muscle on the rest of his colossal body.
The damage for the first one is 3 plus 15, so 18.
Damn. Okay.
And I will fire a second shot. I'll make it a regular shot.
Okay.
Well, a sharpshooter, but like no grit. That was a natural one. 15 plus 5, 20.
20 hits.
And this one
Wait,
is holy
natural
shit.
1?
Yeah, but with my lucky, I had to reroll.
Oh, right.
And that's 10 plus 15, so 25 on the second.
Plus 15? How do you get plus 15?
Sharpshooter.
Oh, I thought the second was just a regular.
No, I said sharpshooter, but no grit.
Oh, but no grit. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. So how much? 15?
25 on the
25?
second.
What the fuck? That's like not normal. Seriously.
So we said his character
It
is
makes no
OP in the first 2 rounds, but then after that he's like normal.
Oh my god. Makes no sense that in one turn he does like 60 points of damage at level 6. Okay.
Sorry.
And that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Horcrux is yours.
Is he dead yet?
I mean, almost.
No, shut up.
Yes.
No.
How far
I'm
is
just being
he?
dramatic.
Yeah, like,
I can't see how far he is from me. Hold on.
Where's my calculator?
Oh, perfect. Ray of Frost.
Ray of Frost.
In metal dice. 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
I haven't done this in a while. 15 cold damage.
Okay.
My speed is
15
reduced
cold.
by 10 feet.
Oh shit.
Damn, really? Shit.
Yeah.
Hot damn.
I'm gonna spend a key point to do it again. But this time, I'm gonna use that wand that I got from the...
Sick key point.
You mean the sorcerer
Yeah.
point?
Yeah,
Like,
sorcerer
when did
point.
you multi-class?
Did I say key point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My bad. My bad. Yep, I'll use the wand, so it's like a +9 to hit instead of a +8.
Okay.
14 to hit.
14 just barely hits.
He's
Alright.
gonna take another 5 plus 8. 13?
13.
And I don't think the movement stacks, so he just loses that 7 feet.
Alright. As you like double ray of frost him. Are you moving at all or you're staying on the boat?
I'm staying on the boat. Yeah.
Okay.
I will protect the boat, the horses.
Okay. Alaric, it's your turn.
Yep, I am going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And then I'm going to dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35. And I stay right at him.
my
God
God,
damn
it
it.
is-
I have to. That's terrifying. I use my bonus
so
action to rage. I definitely rage.
Okay.
And I look at him and I go, "Bring it on, you big sack of shit! Come on, dum-dum!"
No one insult Boom Boom. And on that, he's just gonna, for one, that carcass that he was spinning, he's gonna.
He's gonna hit me with a cow.
It's gonna land on the middle of the boat.
Okay.
Whoa, no, not him. Here. So there's like, Horcrux, you just duck as like, this like dead carcass just lands behind you on the boat and kind of like splits in half on impact.
Ew.
It just
Is that it?
reeks of rot and like dead meat. As you see something stirring in the water.
Oh, what?
With he's now gonna grab his club and just wham it right on top of Alaric. So, Alaric, as you get up top on that bridge, you also see that he has a pile of rocks next to him.
Okay.
So that is gonna be 16 to hit.
That will not hit.
That will not
I
hit.
should go do a Hulk contest.
I can't grapple him because he's too big. Let me
Okay.
hold your foot.
Okay. He's gonna whack once, and then he's gonna like whack once more.
He's got like 40 attacks, guys.
18
Throws
to
a
hit?
cow and he swings twice. What'd you say?
18 to hit.
18 will hit. This is gonna suck.
18 will hit. Okay. So, as the club comes down on you, this massive club that he's wielding.
It's gonna have like a dwarf-sized print
Woo.
on it.
I rolled a 6, an 8, and an 8 on a 3d8.
Oh!
Fuck.
You will take 28 bludgeoning damage. As it just
14.
like
Oh, that's not bad.
half to 14.
I'm sorry, but 28 is 2 shots on me, so that's pretty
Jesus.
strong.
Well, like on Alaric, it's not that bad though.
yeah, but
Don't tell him I said that.
All right, top of the round, Theren.
I'm gonna take out darts now.
Oh, my bad. Forgot to write off my.
So yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna take out 2 darts
Okay.
and do the same thing. Throw them at him.
All right, go ahead and roll.
14 plus 7. That's 1.
Oh no.
5. Do.
How much? Sorry.
21 to hit.
21 hits, yeah. The AC is 14, so you guys can know when it hits.
And then 9 damage.
How much? 9.
Yes. And then second dart. I don't think. No, that's gonna be 10 to hit.
10 will not hit.
Mm.
All right. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm done right there.
Okay. After you send that out, she kind of looks and goes, "That tickles!" Willy, it's your turn.
okay, my god, he has like 700 HP.
Aim for the eyes, Willy.
I'm
Aim for
kidding.
the eyes.
I'm gonna do another 2 shots sharpshooter.
Okay.
The first one will not hit.
Okay.
The second one will hit. 19 plus 4, 5. 20.
Yeah, that hits.
That's 7 plus 15, so that's 22.
22 damage.
Yeah. And I will move up here.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. So after your turn, after that, Horcrux and Theren, since you guys are closer to the water, after the carcass is there, you see some scales moving in the water. As all of a sudden, Theren, you see like on the side, right next to you, out of the water, two crocodiles. They're so teeny on this map. Just kind of like pop up out of the water and will attempt to snatch at you. One to get on that damn boat.
Boots after this.
What?
I'm gonna make some alligator boots after this.
All right. So they're both gonna attempt to hit you.
Okay.
First one is not gonna hit. First one's gonna be a 12 to hit.
No.
All right. One just kind of snaps at your leg. You kind of like back off. Second one, it's gonna be a 17 to hit.
Yeah, barely.
Okay. So 17, he hits as the sharp teeth of this water crocodile just kind of like lock onto your leg, and you are also considered grappled.
Okay.
Oh no.
And you will take some piercing. You will take 11 piercing damage.
Okay.
Just from the teeth kind of like grabbing and like rashing around onto your limbs. Horcrux, it'll be your turn after that.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it.
I'm going to, I'm assuming they want to get on the boat because of the smell of the carcass, right?
You're assuming that's the tactic that Boom Boom goes for.
How big is the donkey?
The donkey, I mean, it's like a 5-foot square in metagaming terms. It's like landed and split in half. The rib cage is just open. You see like flies have already started to gather as like these green rotten guts have just spread all over the deck now.
But it's a 5-foot square, correct?
We'll say, yeah.
I would like to
attack the carcass.
Oh shit, 1 cubic foot. Fuck that plan. Hold up. I'm sorry. I'm looking through my spell. Should have been prepared for this, guys. I'm sorry. Never mind. I will do Scorching Ray at the giant.
Okay.
Ogre thing.
Go for it.
At a 3rd level.
Okay.
No, wait. I'm sorry. 2nd level. So it's just 3 rays.
All right.
Through the wand. So this is +9. 27.
27. Yeah.
Okay, I'll roll the damage for that one right now. 5 points of fire damage.
Okay.
The second ray does 13.
13 to hit.
Yeah.
That will not hit.
Okay, and
The second one just kind of like singes off some hair in his armpit.
Fuck. Natural critical 1 failed thing.
All right. Second one just flies off in the distance. The smell is getting to you. You're staying there?
Yeah.
Alaric.
I am rolling up to him in my rage and swinging full bore.
All right.
Great X time.
Swinging at his ankles.
Yep.
I'll
Right
say
at the
go.
Achilles tendon. 18 plus 7, 25 to hit.
Yeah, for sure.
D12.
I won't lie, he's already looking pretty rough. As,
Oh my
like,
gosh, really?
all the projectiles that have just kind of like landed in his chest, he's got several like bleeding spots just from the gunshots and the daggers and the darts. His chest looks like a dartboard right now.
Then this will be fun. 12 damage.
Okay.
And then I like fucking superhero pose, punch my ring into the ground and look up at him and fucking punch him with the ring of the ram.
Yes.
All right.
Finally, some action.
All right. Ring of the Ram. Here, we will type ram in here. Ring of the Ram. All right.
I can expend 1 to 3 charges to attack one creature I can see within 60 feet. It makes an attack roll with a +7 bonus, so I'll roll my attack roll. I'm using 2 charges.
Okay.
All right.
So 4d10.
Yep. Oop, good.
Nice.
Almost rolled off the table. 12 + 7, so 19.
This is where I regret giving people magical items, guys.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
4d10 if that hits. Nice. I know that hits, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What was it?
12 + 7, 19 to hit.
Okay. Here we go. Biggest
I'm rolling
dice.
multiple dice, guys.
I
This is
know.
amazing.
Nice.
I don't get to do that. 3, 6, 4, so that's 13 + 6, 19 damage, and he's knocked back 5 feet.
Yes, off of the bridge.
He's knocked back 10 feet.
Knocked
For-
back. Oh, because
for
it's 5
each
per
charge.
charge.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Knocked back 10 feet. Oh, can I knock his ass into the water?
You can try.
Yes.
I mean, if I want to push him back, like straight back 10 feet to try to knock
Can
him
he-
off the bridge.
Can he even be knocked back if he's that big?
It's magical force damage. So yeah,
Ah.
there's nothing against it on here.
All right, so he took 19 damage, and in addition to the 12 from earlier. And
So I'll
is
say that
knocked
you're
back
here
10
and you're
feet.
trying to push him back.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, as you push him back, I'll have him make a dex save throw. The dex save. It's let's be logical here. Oh, okay. So you guys see as Alaric kind of like kisses his ring, smashes into the ground, then as 2 large, invisible but also visible at the same time waves kind of like ripple almost in time and space. All of a sudden, just kind of like, foo, foo, and they just smack him in the thigh level, basically at the angle that he's aiming up, as it just kind of like his groin area is like pushed back as he just kind of like tumbles back and falls back into the river behind him. You see like this colossal splash, biggest cannonball you've ever seen, just kind of like pop up.
And I look back at the guys and I just go.
So I will say, I don't have more map, unfortunately, but I will say that he is prone in the water.
I say
Nice.
the force is strong with this one.
Here, I'll still put him here, but he's like in the water behind.
Right.
Is it still in my field of view or?
No.
God damn it!
Oh, now everyone's pissed at me because my cool ring.
I think you would also get a reaction if you want, Alaric.
Oh, well, fuck yeah. Then I'm going to swing again.
Because, I mean, you can use a reaction on your turn or whenever, I think.
Yeah, I didn't. It was weird because I was like, I'm simultaneously doing the thing, so it's like,
I don't
boom,
know.
and then do I have enough time to swing? If you're cool with that, I'm going to do
I think
it.
we can just quickly Google, does Ring of Ram cause attack? Just quick Google.
Okay.
I think if we were standing next to him, maybe, but
I don't know
Yeah,
if the
that's
user
what-
would get it.
I was thinking about it today, and I was like, I don't feel like I would get it, but if he was surrounded by the other guys, they would get it.
I'll tell you what, I'll let you Google it and let me know.
Okay.
And I'll
Yeah.
owe you one if that's the case.
Sounds
In the
good.
meantime, it will be his turn, so he is having fallen prone. He will take half his movement, meaning that he can't go too far because, I mean, he's also frozen, so he lost 10
that's
feet.
right.
So he's only got 5 feet, so he's just gonna kind of like stand up. He's gonna stand up, he's gonna reach over, grab one of those rocks, and he's gonna hurl one of the rocks over at the boat. Essentially at Horcrux.
no.
So that's going to be 8 + 9, 17 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
All
Do I
right.
see the rock coming?
You would, yeah.
I'm gonna turn up the AC up in here.
Nerd. Okay. So you're using a shield?
I'll take some damage just to be cool.
Okay.
It's gonna hurt.
He's gonna regret that in a second, but too late.
Yup.
Wait, what?
I'll take the damage.
All right.
Just as long as it doesn't say like.
So I'm rolling
17,
4d10.
Good, I got
Please knock him out. Please
You done
knock him
fucked
out.
up.
Lessons
I got it.
learned, guys.
BM gone wrong.
So that's gonna be a 19 plus 6 bludgeoning, so you're gonna take 25 points of bludgeoning damage as this rock is just hurled up on. By the way, he rolled to hit you at disadvantage as well, just so you know, because he has depth perception issues.
Yes.
He
Awesome.
does. Still hit you with disadvantage though. As this rock suddenly, you're like, yeah, Alaric! Oh shit! As this rock just like, it actually lands on you, and you take 25 points of bludgeoning damage, and it actually knocks you off to the lower deck and leaves a hole in the top deck, and it just like smashes you down. You land on the bottom amongst crates of grain that just kind of like implode all around you. So your body lands on the floor there. The rock on top of you, it kind of like rolls over.
Give me a second. I should have used shield.
Yes.
Um,
Lessons learned.
let me see. I would like to take a reaction, my daily.
Okay.
But I gotta see the range on it first. Let me check.
I think Hellish Rebuke, you'd have to see him.
Oh, I can't see him.
You don't actually see him, no.
Dang.
Especially
Oh, even
since-
standing, he's not taller than the bridge now.
Oh, he's on the lower deck right now.
Oh, that's right.
So
that's
Horcrux
right, that's
can't see
right.
shit right now.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He got his ass.
Oh, you're right,
knocked
I'm wait.
down.
Damn. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Oh.
Top of the round, Theren. Got
Alright.
two crocs snapping at you, and you're grappled.
I'm gonna take my katana out.
Okay. Gonna make some
and
croc
I'm gonna
boots.
slash at the one that's clamping on me.
Okay.
That's 19 plus 7, so that's 26.
26 hits.
And I'm holding this two-handed.
Okay.
That's gonna be 4 plus 3. That's 7.
All right. Shling. Digs into the croc skin.
And slash it again.
Okay.
11 plus 7, so that's 18.
18 hits.
4 plus 4, 8.
8 damage. All right. This croc has like 2 major slashes along its scale. And still holding on the grapple, but
And a critical.
weakened. Yeah.
18 plus 7, so that's
Yeah.
20 around here. 5 plus 4, so 9.
All right. 9. Okay. With one last like, ching, the croc's jaw just kind of like falls limp and just sits there in the mud as it slowly slides back into the bank. And you're released from the grapple.
Sweet.
All right.
And I will end my turn.
Willy.
I don't see the big guy, right?
After he stood up, now you would see him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when he first fell in the water, you didn't see him. But once he stands up, yeah, he's peeking out from the top. Just like, basically, top of shoulders and head.
Okay. I'm gonna spend my action to reload.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna burn my action surge and fire 2 shot at him.
All right.
And
Go
both sharpshooter. And I'll use 2 crits because I can.
Because I'm pretty sure this motherfucker going down.
16 on the first hit.
That hits, yeah.
And 21 on the second.
That also hits.
So first one is 3, 15, 18 damage.
Yep.
The second one is 17 damage.
I need my calculator.
Oh,
Okay, so
it's
minus
close.
minus what and what?
Minus 35 total.
Okay, thanks. Okay.
35 points of damage.
All right.
I surely rolled low on these 2 and a 3.
Jesus
So Willy has
Christ.
done
right?
over 100 damage on his own, by the way.
Yeah. And I've done like a fucking magical item and an attack and haven't
know.
even equaled his 35.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Your sharpshooter is strong. Like,
It is. That's why I want Great Weapon Master the second I get another feat.
Goddamn. Okay. And are you moving at all? Okay. The
Safe and
second
sound.
croc is also gonna walk up to you, Theren. Well, he's gonna basically try and bite you again.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna hit for sure. 22.
Yeah.
All right, 22. And so you will take 3 points of piercing damage, and you're also grappled again, as this one's also attempting to kind of drag you back. So it kind of drags you slightly back into the water with it, as it's like holding you underwater right now.
Okay.
All right, Horcrux.
Wait, am I underwater?
Yeah.
I drag
So
you
I'm
back underwater with it,
So I'm like holding my breath.
pretty much. Horcrux.
I go, can I get up from the rubble?
You can get up, but it's half your movement basically to get up.
Can I make it to the top of the boat?
I'd say with your full movement, sure.
Yeah. I will. Do I see him now?
His head slightly protruding, yeah.
I lightning bolt his head.
Okay. Alright.
we have 6
So,
days to
man.
have long rests, so
Exactly. Spend them.
that's why I use my action surge there. And my
Oh.
action surge is actually just a short rest.
Watch this actually end up like the fucking beginning of Greenest, where we're not going to be able to rest for like the next 3 days because we're just going to keep getting fucking attacked.
Right.
And you
Oh,
see
you
another
know what?
Cyclops. And another Cyclops.
I had forgotten to add +5 to one of the fire bolts because of the fire thing that I do now.
Oh, so it's 5 more damage?
Mhm.
Okay. Alright. So do you have to
Okay.
hit your lightning bolt?
Oh, he has to make a dexterity saving throw.
14.
No, he failed. It's a 16, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. No,
Here comes-
no.
Boom, he takes 20.
20.
Yeah, lightning.
20,
Yeah, I rolled
okay.
2 1s, 2 2s.
Alright.
Wow, you rolled low on these.
Fuck.
That's unlucky.
So, wow, that is really low for a bunch of, Alright.
Look at that.
Horcrux just kind of like, rolls off, wipes, like, the dust and the rubble and the grain and the chunks of wood off his body, gets up, gets to the top, lands a lightning bolt right in the middle of his eye. As Alaric, you being so close, you kind of see his eye just kind of like, as his eye explodes. Little, like, as he kind of splashes back in the water. The
That
Cyclops is
is-
dead. Easiest 2,300 XP you've ever made.
Oh shit!
Wow.
What?
Nice.
Would we have got that if we paid him?
That's how much gold it costs to get the XP.
Right. Also, if you're silently doing something, I can't see you. Your camera's frozen. So I'm curious. Would we have gotten that if we paid him?
Oh, don't know.
Oh shit.
Okay,
We're killing
There it
everything from now on.
We're killing everything. You would have
Where's-
gotten a lot. No, I would have rewarded basically the equivalent of any way of like dealing with this, because he's a stubborn dumb shit. So
Right.
if you talked your way through,
I scream, where's Willy? I mean, where's Theren?
I'm gonna get ready to stab.
yeah,
this
we're not out of
alligator.
initiative yet.
And that's it.
Okay, you don't see Theren anywhere, and you have no idea where he is. Alaric, you also don't see Theren and have no idea where he is.
Because I wasn't looking when that was going down.
No.
Can I look and
Yeah.
try to see if I can figure out where? I mean, there's to be in the water is really the only option, right?
So I'll say
I don't
you
think-
spend an action just kind of looking around, looking for anything. Make a perception check.
All right. Nat 20.
Wow. You see a tail. It's kind of like you see like the butt end of a tail just kind of like head into the
Okay.
water. You weren't even aware there was crocodiles. You don't even know it's a crocodile.
So I don't see a crocodile. I don't
You just
see
saw
anything.
like a green scaly tail head into the water, and you see everyone but Theren. Alaric can deduce that he would.
I just point. I'm like, there's something in the water, and I think I would. I would try to use my last ram charge
In the
on
water.
whatever that was. Yeah, on whatever was in the water.
Okay. All right.
Theron's body floats up unconscious.
Well, it was a green tail. Like,
I was
nothing
swimming.
about Theren is green. So I'll roll to hit. 7 plus, what was it? Plus 7, I believe.
Yeah, that hits.
Yep, 14. So that's 2d10.
Okay.
Should I have disadvantage because it's in the water?
It's a magical.
No, it still hits.
No? Alright,
Yeah.
cool. 7 plus 6, 13 damage.
13 damage. Okay. I'll say that since Theren and the crocodile are kind of one right now, Theren, you'd also be hit by this force damage. I would just say because he's shooting under the water at something, he doesn't know how big it is, but it hit the creature-ish. So 13. Okay. 13 underwater. The croc's jaw just kind of like locked on you, Theren. Is gonna be like suddenly thrashed back violently as the teeth just kind of also tear into the side of your leg and wish you
Ooh.
around at a force that you weren't expecting. On top of not breathing, on top of being underwater, on top of taking some like force damage. You get the impression basically that underwater you and the croc hit a rock at like high speed or something.
Okay.
So Boom Boom's turn. That ain't happening. Theren?
Yeah. Oh, I thought he
Alright,
was
so-
still alive. I was no.
Yeah, I was
fucking
like, what?
way.
I'm gonna take out my venom thing,
Okay.
and I'm gonna stab this thing.
Okay.
That's 16 plus 7.
Yep.
It's gonna take 3 plus 4, so 7.
7. All right.
And
As you pull out the dagger underwater, you just kind of like, and you give it like one last little jab to kind of twist in the dagger, as the crocodile just kind of, and you and the croc slowly float up to the surface. Alaric, you realize that the jaw is still like, I think crocodiles have the ability to like lock their jaw, so you're
they
still
do.
locked into a crocodile, but the crocodile's dead. So you guys drop out of initiative. Woo!
yeah, I'm gonna like slowly, kind of like maybe to the shore, just drag the alligator up the ramp.
It's just gonna,
Ow!
and you're full of mud as you're just kind of like Arnold Schwarzenegger crawling up in the mud, dragging your crocodile like on your leg. Good job, guys.
Yeah.
I look for the whatever is used to open the gate, a lever or a wheel or I don't know.
Okay. Well, I will say that we will end it here as Theren
Yeah.
crawls back up onto the mud shores, and you guys can go figure out how to do this without the aid of a super strong, huge giant next turn.
Oh, shit.
Maybe we should have paid him.
Why?
No, it's just to like get the gate open. So,
Get the gate up and then kill him.
oh, check this out. We pay him, get the XP, then we kill him and get more XP.
Metagaming at its finest. Oh my god. Alright, say bye-bye to the camera. Bye guys,
Bye,
thanks so much.
Bye, everybody.
Hey! Thanks for tuning in, guys. That was awesome. This is a fun episode. They ridiculed and brutalized my level 6 Cyclops. It was like I don't even know if they took much damage. It barely took any damage. It was crazy. They kicked their shit out of my Cyclops. So GG on the Wreck and Roll crew. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. More Fortnite. Been sitting here playing Fortnite, listening to the episode. Definitely a really cool episode. It's nice to get the crew on like a terrain they're not as familiar with, you know, kind of like on a boat in the water. That whole confrontation, that whole conversation with the dwarves, like the Theren and Alaric tension, and then the tension between Alaric and past guys of his tribe. That whole everything was just, I don't know, I thought it was like a really good conversation. It was a really good tension, careful of what the others are doing, finding out where the ruin went. Anyways, it was a really cool convo. The guys did. Shout out to the guys, Brutus and Surge, Alaric and Theren, for RPing the crap out of that fireplace conversation. It was so cool. It was really, really good. And then the whole boom boom. It was cool. It was really, really cool. I hope you guys enjoyed this. You can follow live on twitch.tv/Snoozzzalot if you want to watch these episodes live Wednesdays around 8:30 p.m. depending what time I get home from work. So follow me there. You can check that out. Go a bit further. You can always subscribe to the channel as well. Show that support. Tune in. I play a variety of games the rest of the week as well. And you can subscribe, subscribe, comment, all the good stuff on my YouTube channel as well. The link is, again, below my channel on Twitch. If not, youtube.com/Snoozzzalot. Take it easy, guys. Thanks so much for watching. You guys are amazing. I will see you next stream. And I hope that you enjoyed The Wreck and Roll, episode 22. Wow! Boom, boom on a boat. Night, guys. Have a good one. See you next time. Episode 23. Coming up next.